And what's good, everybody? Glad to have you guys back at the stream. Happy Monday today. So we welcome you guys back out. Behind Eric Basketball, Milwaukee Bucks 27-18 record this season, 13-10 on the road. Currently number 4 team in the Eastern Conference as they are taking on the Atlanta Hawks, 17-25, 8-11 on their home court. Currently Atlanta number 12 in the Eastern Conference. This game is at State Farm Arena, home of the Hawks, as we'll be tipping off momentarily. The Bulls against the Grizzlies wrapping up. Memphis leading by 15, 119-104 with a minute 10 left to play remaining. And then after this one, it will be the Hawks hosting the Bucks. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. And happy MLK Day, everybody. And glad to have you guys on board. Chris, Akram, Vegas, Michael, glad to have you guys in the stream. I caught the tail end of that. That was insane, man. Purdue and Illinois going into double overtime today. I saw that Kofi Cockburn fouled out in overtime, and Curbelo came back for Illinois, and he had some massive buckets, but at the end, it was Jaden Ivey was just so good. He drew the 5th foul on Cockburn, taking it to the bucket. That might have a little sneak peek type of game there. Two teams making a deep run in the tournament, because Curbelo now back for Illinois, and he has just came in and had himself a fantastic game today. Landon, welcome in. Both of these teams currently cold right now throughout this stretch. Milwaukee just 2-5 during the last 7 games for the Bucks, but they picked up 2 big victories. Last time I've covered them for both of their games on national TV, and they got this one on national TV as well, as they happen to beat the Brooklyn Nets back on Friday, January 7th, final score 121-109 on the road at Brooklyn. And then they won last week, Thursday night, in a huge victory, January 13th, over Golden State, led by as many as 39 at halftime. Final score was 118-99. For the Hawks, they have been cold as well. They've lost the last 5 straight games. There's just 1-6 in the new year, and they're allowing opponents to 119 points per game. In the last 7 games, their defense has been giving up as defensively. They're at the back of the NBA at 25th in points allowed. Bucks coming into this game 3rd in the NBA, averaging over 14 made threes per game, 2nd in rebounding, over 47 rebounds per game, and number 7 in points scored with just below 112 points per game scored. Big reason why they won against Golden State. Giannis kept on scoring inside, but also they knocked down 18 threes in that game, and they were just unstoppable. 44% from three-point range against Golden State. Jose, welcome back in, man. Yeah, I don't like the AP Top 25 poll at all. I thought that Auburn should have been at number 1. I can't believe that Gonzaga, the team that lost against Alabama, Auburn goes into Alabama, wins against them on the road. Only loss for Auburn was in double overtime against UConn, a game that could easily went anybody's way. And it was ridiculously high scoring, 115-109 the final score. Vaughn, welcome back in. So I thought Auburn should have been number 1. They received 4 less votes than Gonzaga, 1486 to 1482. Gonzaga 14-2 with losses against Duke and Alabama. And that loss against Alabama for Gonzaga back in non-conference play, that was a neutral court game, but in their home city of Spokane on a neutral court. It wasn't at the Kennel at McCarthy Athletic Center where Gonzaga plays. Auburn knocked off Alabama this past week on the road. 16-1 record, best record in all college basketball right now. And then I'm shocked that Wisconsin is below Kansas, Duke, Baylor. Wisconsin is 14-2. Take away the loss against Providence that Johnny Davis didn't play. This team is 15-1 with their only lost the first game against Ohio State. So they put them at number 8. UCLA, I feel like, is extremely overrated at this point. They lost against Oregon this week for UCLA. They got pushed back 6 to number 9. And I thought Kentucky, with that huge victory they had over Tennessee, would crack the top 10, but they're put at number 12. So it's just all over the place what's been going on for the AP. Chris, welcome in. Looks like he's got a good start in fantasy right now. Is Chris able to be put in the fantasy league there? See if he can move his team up to the top half of the standings. Vaughn puts out, John doesn't know about him watching an NHL game. Yeah, that's good. You might just not want to tell him about that. Got the Nintendo 64. That's awesome. Best of luck playing that today. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Make sure to vote in that poll. Who do you got tonight, Bucks or Hawks? As we'll be tipping off briefly. Milwaukee comes into this game 5.5-point favorites, over under at 233. Both teams coming off a loss. Hawks have lost the last 5 straight games in a row, and the Bucks lost their last game that they played, and it was against Toronto on Saturday. Lost 103-96. They have the big victory that I called the last time against the Bucks on Thursday night over Golden State, 118-99. What's good, Uncle Pizzle? Welcome to the stream here, man. Under 1 hour to midnight right now. Glad to have you back in. Up in London, where he is. Good to see Loyola Chicago crack the top 25 this week, though. They only got 2 losses for Loyola Chicago, and both of them against teams that's inside that rankings group. So good to see from them, 13-2. I can't believe that TCU has only got 4 votes. I was out throughout the weekend, so I'm just going to take a look at how they played throughout the weekend for this team, but they ended up beating Kansas State, and then they beat Oklahoma in overtime, and they're 12-2, and they're not ranked. It makes zero sense. This is something from the takeaway for the rankings that came out today for college basketball. Number 1, TCU, 4 votes, severely disrespected. They should replace Tennessee in the top 25. Tennessee, 5 losses, 11-5. TCU, 12-2. Yet not getting ranked. Somehow Oklahoma, who they beat, has more votes than them. 7 votes to TCU's 4. Makes zero sense. And then yeah, and it's crazy. As far as I'm looking at it right now. Oregon, how in the world they get 15 votes for Oregon? They beat UCLA coming off a pause that was extremely lengthy. That was a lucky victory that Oregon was able to squeeze out in OT. Lucky, and they get 15 votes because of that. That makes no sense at all. Raymond, welcome to the stream. Chino Vino, welcome on board. Looking for Herter to make a bunch of 3s today. Yeah, that makes zero sense how Kentucky destroyed Tennessee, yet are still behind UCLA, which I can't believe they're still in the top 10. Villanova's been playing much, much better, though. Yeah, Villanova at number 11. Yeah, no problem, Chris. Glad to have you in the stream whenever you get the chance. Hawks will go in the yellow uniforms tonight, with the red hawk out in front. The Bucks with the green jerseys, white numbers, white letters. Giannis is on a tear, 30-plus points in the last 10 games for the Greek Freak. Trae Young averaging 27.6 points per game this season. That is number 4 in the NBA. 3rd in assists, averaging 9.3 assists per game for Atlanta. And Giannis currently number 3 scorer in the NBA at the moment for Giannis, as he is averaging 28.5 points per game. Both of these teams have been cold lately. Bucks 2-5 in their last 7. The Hawks have lost their last 5 straight games, just 1-6 in the new year. Somebody's going to come up with a victory today. This game is on the home court of Atlanta State Farm Arena. Starting 5 for the visiting Bucks: George Hill, Grayson Allen, Chris Middleton, Giannis, and Bobby Portis. Starting 5 tonight for the Atlanta Hawks: Trae Young, Kevin Huerter, DeAndre Hunter, John Collins, and Onyeka Okongwu. 2 players listed out for both of the teams: Drew Holiday, Brook Lopez for the Bucks, and then listed out tonight: Bogdan Bogdanovic and Clint Capella for the Hawks. As we are underway, Bucks control the tip as they go right to left in the court. Giannis has it top of the free throw circle, puts the ball on the outside to Middleton, launches the 3, left wing, skipped around the rim and out. Defensive rebound, pulled down by Collins. Young takes it past half court, first possession for the Hawks tonight. On the outside, Huerter passes out to the top of the key. It is around the perimeter to Okongwu. Back outside to Huerter. Jab step, dribbles towards his right off of a double team. Passes down low to the outside it goes. Collins launches a 3 right corner. Around the rim and out. Defensive rebound, pull down for Giannis. Second possession of the game for the Bucks. Giannis drives, attacks on Okongwu, moves it out to the corner, and we got a reach and fall picked up. It's on Onyeka Okongwu, first personal foul of the night. And it happens 46 seconds into the game. Giannis just been on a roll lately. That's a mismatch tonight as there's no Clint Capella, and Okongwu is going to be asked to step up and have a big task in defending Giannis in the paint for this game. Bounce pass, corner three at the right corner, missed short by Portis. Tried to get his own rebound. He does between three defenders. Floats one up and scores. That goes through for Bobby Portis to put the Bucks on the board first. Yeah, big game against Texas A&M coming up for you guys. Texas A&M's receiving votes off the steal. Euro stepped down the lane, and Grayson Allen able to get his first bucket of the night. Nate Van, welcome to the stream. 10:35 left to go in the first. Hawks have the ball. Young bounce past the right wing. It's in the hands of Hunter, defended by Middleton. Hunter towards his left. Moves it outside. Herter, catch and fire three, missed off the back rim, picked up in the corner. It's a defensive rebound pulled down by Portis. Middleton moves it out to the top. Giannis dribbles, free throw circle, lost the handle, goes all the way to the backcourt and out of bounds. It's a turnover by the Greek Freak of Milwaukee. $10-10 left to go in the first. Favorite athlete face? Aaron Rodgers in the Thursday night game against the Cardinals, when he was on the ground in the final minutes, as Trey gets the mid-range going, floats it up and scores. First bucket of the night for Atlanta. Under 10 minutes left to go in the first. Allen receives the pass. Dribble, spin move on Herter. Stripped of the ball but fouled. And this will be two shots coming up at the free throw line by Grayson Allen, as he's got two so far. Giannis with two from Milwaukee. What's good, Bradley? Welcome back on the stream, man. Grayson Allen, first free throw at the line, and that one right down the middle. Second shot by Allen, it's up and it's through. 6-2 Milwaukee. Yusuf, welcome to the stream, doing pretty well. Young moves it outside. Collins shovels up. Handoff. Herter lost the handle. Taps it out to the perimeter, though, as Young picks it up. Trey drives. Right hand. Right down the lane. Off the glass. No good. The tip in. Finds his way down, though, by Okongwu. Going to have a big game, both offensively and defensively tonight for Onyeka Okongwu. Leaves wide open Giannis on the outside. Lucky missed the three. Off the back rim. Had a wide open look. Rebound goes to Herter. Herter bounce pass. Left block. Collins swings it outside to Trey. Young defended by Hill on the outside. Young, cross-court feed, finds Herter. Catch and fire three, too strong off the back rim. 0 for 2 from three-point range to start things off tonight by Kevin Herter. 9 minutes left to go in the first. Middleton brings up the court, takes the three straight away, and that shot goes off back iron as well, missing. Young will take it up the court now for Atlanta. Trey, top of the free throw circle, passes behind his back. Nice setup, fine. Three-point shot missed off the mark by Collins. Oh, what a feed. Touchdown opportunity. It was Middleton with a baseball right-handed pass to Giannis. Quickly covered, though, by Collins. So what a block right underneath the backboard. John Collins denying Giannis. It was one extra dribble that Giannis took that opened it up for Collins to come back and defend him. Nice bounce pass swung in there. Herter, jump off of Okongwu, moves it out right wing, catch and fire three. Could not connect off the back rim, missed by DeAndre Hunter. They've had the looks, not been able to connect so far, though, for the Atlanta Hawks from the perimeter. They are 0 for 6 to start things off. Giannis, deep two jumper missing, top of the free throw circle, and the ball goes right back off to the Hawks. 8:10 left to go in the first. On the far side, Trey off a double team, cross-court feed, open three, Collins. And then misses short, make it 0 for 7 from the perimeter. They've seen a couple of wide open looks and not been able to drop them down. Middleton misses the mark on the pass. It was kicked, though, out of bounds by Atlanta. And the clock will stop with 7:56. Bucks will get the inbound. Middleton lobs it inside the paint. Giannis, extra pass fed to Allen. Double team by Herter and Collins. Moves it over to Portis. Jumper, right elbow. Skipped around the rim and out. Collins with a defensive rebound. Trey moves it over to Herter. A left baseline dribble. Floats up a wild shot. Missed off the front rim. And back goes the rebound to Bobby Portis for Milwaukee. Bounce pass, Giannis underneath, uncovered, and Grayson Allen able to get the bucket. So scoring drought for both of these teams, then finally able to score after a ton of bricks were shot up. 7:20 left to go in the first. 3-point shots not dropping. Time to take it inside the hoop, and that's where the Greek Freak can go off, but it's been Grayson Allen who's got himself 6 out of the 8 points so far, and Giannis with the other 2. Jason, welcome back in, man. Let's see, All-Star game coming up. It's going to be on Sunday, February 20th at 8 p.m. So just over a month away from the All-Star game. Sunday, February 20th, 8 p.m. I usually remember it's around like Valentine's Day weekend, but since the NFL got pushed back, in the NFL this year, since they have the extra game in the schedule, NFL's on Valentine's Day weekend on that Sunday. So the NBA All-Star game got pushed back a week. So it's Sunday, February 20th, 8 p.m. for the All-Star game. Missed shot by Herter, having a cold start in this game, and it gets tipped out of bounds. Last touch for the Hawks. Timeout taken on the floor. 6:57 left to go in the first. 8-4 Milwaukee, slow start. Both of these teams shooting perimeter jumpers. Everything done inside. We'll be back coming up after the timeout. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much for joining in, being a part here today in the channel. I just voted for my NBA All-Star players a couple of days ago. I'll give you guys who I got here for my voting. Alright, so I got, for the West, I got Curry and Ja for the backcourt for West starters. And then I got LeBron, Jokic, and Karl Anthony Towns for the front court starters for the Western Conference. And then for the East starters, I've got Trey and DeRozan for the backcourt. And then KD, Giannis, and Joel Embiid for the front court starters. Yeah, tough game so far. I was considering Zach LaVine in there, but now he's down with injury. And not sure when he's going to come back. Milwaukee 0 for 4 from 3. The Hawks are 0 for 7 from 3-point range. Kevin Herter 0 for 4 shooting, 0 for 4 by John Collins. Collins has missed 4 threes, 2 threes missed by Herter, and a 3 missed by DeAndre Hunter. So incredibly slow start in this game for both of the offenses. Grayson Allen, 6 points out of the 8, as he's got buckets inside, and then he was able to draw a foul underneath as well in the paint. And then it's Bobby Portis who's got the 2. Giannis is yet to score so far. He's got 2 rebounds. Portis has got 2 points, 4 rebounds. Yeah, a couple road games coming up for Xavier. Looks like for Chris. Just wondering when Providence is going to be able to play coming up, because I know they had games postponed, and they were like one of the only teams at the moment for like a power or for like a major conference team that's like had games postponed. Taking a look today, what's been going on? We'll go through NBA scores throughout the day. Celtics beat the Pelicans, came back and won 104-92, the final score. Boston without Robert Williams III, as he has been improving lately, winning the past month for the Time Lord. Also, Marcus Smart did not play today. Dennis Schroeder came in big, 23 points for the Celtics. Hornets winning over the Knicks 97-87. Miles Bridges, huge game, 38-12 for Charlotte. Wizards knocked off the Sixers today, 117-98. Kyle Kuzma, 15 points, 16 rebounds. Cavs won over the Nets, 114-107 for Cleveland. And then the last game that was on before this, the Grizzlies knocked off the Bulls 119-106 as Ayo Dosunmu showing in promise here. Rookie from Illinois, he had 15 and 10 along with 6 assists, filling in for Zach LaVine right now. But Chicago on a cold streak right now currently as they reached that number 1 team in the East, and I believe it's 3 straight that they've dropped. We get back to action. Deep 3 by Trey. Off the back rim, no good. And that is now 2 missed threes on that possession for the Hawks, making it 0 for 9 from the perimeter to start things off. Handoff on the outside. Wesley Matthews backs his way, spin move, turn around, and the post off the mark, no good. Tipped up, and the rebound goes to Okongwu for Atlanta. We'll see if the Hawks can finally get something going here. 6:20 left to go in the first. Their defense has kept them in so far. Jumper, Hunter, right elbow, hits it through. That's good for 2. That's a nice look by DeAndre Hunter. Midway through the first quarter, only 14 points combined so far. 8-6 Milwaukee. Giannis, top of the free throw circle, gives it out to the perimeter. Connaughton, a 3. Hit rim short. DiVincenzo, offensive rebound. Allen, back outside of Connaughton. 3. This time, it drops through. Pat Connaughton, bench points for the triple. Hawks have it at the top. Trey, lob over the top. Lost the handle on it with Okongwu. 1 dribble out of bounds as Trey was trying to set him up behind the defense with the alley-oop 2-handed flush and couldn't control the pass. Minji Lee, right there, Vaughn. Yeah, that would be devastating, man, if Louisville loses to BC. Yeah, BC hasn't, like in my lifetime, BC has never been relevant for basketball. Huge jam by Giannis. Receiving the pass at the left block, turns the corner, and throws in a monster right-handed flush with 1 defender on him. And a deep 2 by Trey Young, able to connect in the next possession for the Hawks. 5-point game. 5:15 left to go in the first. DiVincenzo takes up the court for the Bucks. Moves it out to the top to Allen. Allen dribbles towards his right on the outside. Now dribble drives. Down the lane, swings it out to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo attacks. Floats one up high off the glass. Missed the shot. Defensive rebound pulled down by Daylon Wright of the Hawks. Atlanta has it with Trey. Trey defended at the left baseline. 1-on-1 by Matthews. Crossover. Step back 3 in the air at the left wing. Splash. That goes through. Trey Young with a triple. He's got the last 5 points for the Hawks. Now it's just a 2-point game. Deep range 3. Giannis knocks one through right down the pipe and he connects. What a shot right there by the Greek Freak. 4.5 left to go in the first. Hawks with the ball. Crossover to top. Trey moves it out to the right corner. It's Daylon Wright. Wright dribbles into the key. Swings it outside. At the top, Hunter gives it over to Gallinari. 3-point shot. He takes off the back rim. No good. Deflected in the corner out of bounds. Last touch by Milwaukee will stay Hawks ball. What's good, Chicago Bulls 123? Welcome back in, man. Taking the Hawks today. Inbound coming up for Atlanta. Young, the inbound passer. Gallinari, Hunter. John Collins, Daylon Wright. And Trey Young, 5 in the court for the Hawks. 5 in the shot clock. Collins dribbles towards his back, hands it off to Trey. Lost the dribble, though, on it, though, as that was poked loose in the opportunity for a dribble handoff, and Wesley Matthews intercepted it and then got fouled from behind. So a turnover by Atlanta. So it's going to be Bucks basketball. DiVincenzo, bounce pass at the top to Middleton. Middleton towards his left, off of a double team. Bounce pass deflected, stolen away. It is Collins who picks up the steal. Right, pass ahead. Collins with a layup opportunity. Couldn't cash it in, but got fouled. And John Collins will head to the free throw line and shoot 2. What's good, B3, Sir Smooth? Welcome back in the stream here, guys. Should Vaughn stop watching men's sports? That would be a no. I know you enjoy women's golf specifically, but it's always good to balance it out and watch different sports. Both genders of sports, always good, so you can be able to take in different stuff. The more you learn, the better off you'll be. First shot at the line, missed by Collins. Second shot is good. Yeah, early tip-off today. A lot of these games were in the day, since it's MLK Day. So there's no 7:30 national TV game that they usually have on for national TV for like TNT or ESPN today. It's just TNT. I think they do have a couple of games on NBA TV. Missed shot in the post by Middleton. Battle for the rebound. Picked up. It's Portis who gets it, and he's able to put it through. Bobby Portis, second opportunity in this game with a 50-50 ball and able to grab it right inside the key and scores for the second time tonight. 3 minutes left to go in the first. Gallinari at the right wing. Moves it out to Daylon Wright. Now to the right corner. Back outside the right. Wright slides it over. Three-point shot taken off the rim. Missed by the Hawks. And it goes right back over to Milwaukee. That was Timothy Lawaru-Cabarro, former Brooklyn Net, who missed the three. Left baseline dribble, wraparound layup it goes for Chris Middleton. Backdoor 2012 Milwaukee. Timeout taken on the floor. 2:43 left to go in the first quarter. As the Bucks extending their lead by 8 currently. Let's go to Lane. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's been unfortunate this year for Atlanta. Last year, though, second portion of last year, they completely turned it around. A lot of the trouble has been on the defensive side of the ball. Today, though, they needed to make their threes to be in this game, and they're just 1 for 12 from the perimeter for their strength, a three-point shooting team for the Hawks this season. Number 4 in three-point shooting percentage, just 9% today, though, from the outside. Trae Young, top scorer for Atlanta. He's got 7. And 6 points by Grayson Allen. 5 by Giannis, along with 2 rebounds. Bobby Portis got 4.6 rebounds. I got the Cardinals tonight over the Rams. I know so many big names in that Rams team. But both of those teams going in desperately looking for that win in the rubber match. Cardinals have been a better team this year on the road than how they played at home. So I think they're in a pretty good situation for Arizona. I took the Cardinals 28-24. I predicted all the playoff games so far correctly. I took the Bengals, Bills, Bucks, Niners, and Chiefs. All got victories. We got snow overnight, like at 3 in the morning. And then when I went to work, left the door at 7:30, it all washed away. It was odd. We the snow changed to rain, so we actually got like 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts today. We where I was, my house lost power when 10 minutes before I left for work this morning. We got 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and we had like torrential rain this morning. I know, up north, up in New Hampshire, Maine, they got, well above a foot of snow up there. What happened to the Cowboys yesterday? Penalties, penalties, penalties. Most penalized team in the NFL, no discipline. I don't know, I'm Mike McCarthy's the head coach. And that last play, I don't know what in the world they were doing. Calling a quarterback draw, middle of the field with 14 seconds left to play, and you have to give it to the official to down the football and put it at the right spot to mark down the football, and then Dak handed it off to his center to put the football down, but you have to give it to the referee. In that situation, you have to track down the referee, and it was precious seconds that it wasted there, and the line judge tried to go in with a bunch of bodies being set, and those precious seconds cost them. D. Wade, welcome back on the stream, man. Yeah, Providence against Xavier next Wednesday. I hope Providence has enough players to play by then. They should be good because they went on a pause starting last week. They got a lot of work to do. 20-12 to score, 2.5 left to go. Hawks with the ball. Timothy Lowaru-Cabarrot, top of the free throw circle, gives it over to the right block. Okongwu bounce past the wing, 3 launched, and that sinks through for the triple. Delon right, knocking down the outside perimeter shot. Bucks with a possession. DiVincenzo swings it inside. Jumper off the fall away. Nice touch to it. It's Chris Middleton who's able to get the bucket. 2 minutes left to play in the first. Wow, 5 goals today for the Sharks by 1 player. That's incredible. Wright puts the ball at the top of the key, Gallinari. He's defended by DiVincenzo, dribbles towards his left off a double team by Portis. And DiVincenzo poked out of bounds, and it's last touched by the Hawks as Gallinari lost on the outside, went on a bounce on the far side of the court. And tremendous defense right there by Milwaukee as they come away and force the turnover. Extra pass left corner, DiVincenzo working on Gallinari one-on-one. And Gallinari reaches in. Clock will stop with 1:34. DiVincenzo needs a second as he got poked in the eye by Gallinari, swiped right at his face. Brandon, welcome back in, man. 1:32 left to go. Risky pass. Portis able to pick it up, though, inside the key, but couldn't finish at the rim. Got deflected, might have altered the shot was Gallinari. It was Chris Middleton who tried to thread the needle with that bounce pass, and then the Hawks give it up themselves. Turnover intercepted in the key by Milwaukee. It was Lowaru-Cabarrot, or Lou Williams, the one who turned over the ball. Hawks pick up a reach and fall up the court, so it's the Bucks now into the bonus. Chris Middleton shooting 2 at the line. First one is good. Yeah, both Chicago and Brooklyn losing today. So Heat could jump up in the standings right there if they pull out the win tonight. Second shot's good. Yeah, I saw that. So that's the last one out of 3 that Providence has postponed at the moment. Fall away, right block jumper, and missed off the front rim by Lou Williams. Defensive rebound pulled down by Middleton as he takes up the court. Middleton defended at the right wing by Wright, dribbles inside the key and moves it out to the top. Portis over to Matthews, back out to Portis. 8 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Bounce past Middleton, passes out to the top. Portis takes the 3 straight away around the rim and out. And defensive rebound pulled down by Okongwu. 35 seconds left to go in the first. Hawks down by 9 in a low-scoring first quarter. Lou Williams has it at the wing. He's defended by Hale. Now switched, defended by Wesley Matthews. Puts the ball into the hands to Gallinari. Gallinari passes inside the key. Okongwu, one dribble, floats up the shot and gets it as a shot clock expires. That's a big bucket right there for the Hawks. They draw within 7, 12 seconds left to play in the first. Bucks with a possession, edge of the half-court logo. Middleton, 8 seconds left to play. Middleton dribbles, attacks, jumper, takes it, left elbow J, and he connects. Chris Middleton for 2 more. As that will be a 3/4 court shot, no good. Air ball to the left side of the rim by Gallinari. And we close out the end of the first quarter. Bucks 26, Hawks 17. Chris Middleton coming in strong. Late stage at the end of the first. He's got 8 points top score. 6 by Grayson Allen in the early first. And then 5 by Giannis with 2 rebounds. 4.7 rebounds for Bobby Portis at the end of one for Milwaukee. Alright, if you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much for joining in today, being a part here on the channel. Happy MLK Day, everybody. What's good, Ian? Welcome back to the stream here, man. Hawks top scorer Trae Young, he's got 7. This team is just cold from 3-point range. Number 4 shooting team in the NBA when made threes this season, but today just 2 for 13 from the perimeter at 15%. And they're going to have to start developing an identity with an inside game in this matchup here. So there's no Clint Capella today, which makes things difficult. Onyeka Okongwu made a jumper and a key with under 20 seconds left to play before the end of the first. He's got 4 points by Okongwu. Let's see the points in the paint total. That is 14-10 in favor of the Bucks at the moment. 5 turnovers by the Hawks, as those turnovers have been crucial so far. Bucks with 2 turnovers in the first quarter. Both of these teams cold from 3. If the Bucks are dropping their threes, then this would be a big-time blowout. Like last couple of games I've covered the Bucks. Last one especially against Golden State on Thursday. Yeah, Celtics started to improve it. It's been more of a favorable schedule for them. I'm not too sold on the Celtics just yet. They've got some luck on their side. The Bulls were without LaVine on Saturday night. Today they came back and beat the Pelicans, and Pelicans have been getting better, but still they've struggled in the last 2 seasons against the Pelicans when the Pelicans had Zion playing, but Zion yet to return so far. Dexter, welcome in. Thanks so much for joining in. Yeah, they had 2 games against Indiana last week. The Pacers been extremely disappointing. They started out I think one of those wins was against the Knicks on the second game against the Knicks when they blew that big 26-point lead against the Knicks the first time. They beat them the second time around. They beat the Pacers twice, beat the Bulls on Saturday without LaVine. Yeah, they had a disappointing loss against the Sixers in there last week that they got crushed. So it's more so a favorable schedule for them. I think they have a bunch of home games, like right now. So I'm not too sold on that just yet. They are now 23-22, so they are a game above 500. But still a ton more work to do. Second quarter about to start in just a moment. Let's see, Celtics got Charlotte, Portland, at Washington, hosting Sacramento, at the Hawks, at the Pelicans. Yeah, they got a favorable schedule coming up for sure. And then they take on the Pistons 3 times in the month of February, the 4th, the 16th, and the 26th of February. They play Detroit 3 times. We get back to action. 26-17, started the second quarter. Pass up ahead, got intercepted. And Lou Williams able to take it up the court for the Hawks. Atlanta left to right in the court. Williams passes right block, spin move, Okongwu, turnaround, and a wild shot to the left of the rim. It goes. Giannis picks up the defensive rebound. Giannis takes it up the court. Jumper at the left elbow. Hits the rim short, no good. I'm surprised that Giannis hasn't started to attack and take it to the rim. What he usually does is he starts his dribble drive penetration just prior to the top of the key and attack straight down the lane, as Jordan Nwora will pick up a reach and foul here for the Bucks. Clock will stop with 11:12, but we haven't seen that today. No Clint Capella. Giannis should be torching the Hawks in this matchup. Just 5 points and 4 rebounds in the first quarter for Giannis. At the free throw circle, right bounce pass top of the key to Herter. Herter stone cold from the floor in the first quarter, as he will take a 3 here and misses it off the mark. Tip to the perimeter. Offensive rebound picked up by Lou Williams. Kevin Herter, 7 minutes, no point, 0 for 6 shooting, 0 for 3 from 3-point range. And that will be a 3 that goes down for Atlanta. So puts it to a 6-point game, as Middleton under the hoop will get fouled by Lou Williams. So Lou Williams who made the 3. What's good, Woody? Welcome back to the stream here, man. Middleton, the top scorer so far. He'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2. He's got 8. And now make it 9 as he drops the first one through. Daylon Wright will take a seat on the bench now for the Hawks. Middleton's second free throw, that sinks through. First player to double figures tonight, that is Chris Middleton, as he's got 10. At the right wing, Herter turns the corner. Mid-range jumper, and missed it, no good. Stone Cold had an opportunity, nobody even on him, and missed a shot for a mid-range J by Kevin Herter. Jumper to left elbow. Middleton sinks it through, up to 12. Largest lead of the night to the Bucks now by 10. 10-15 in the second. Right baseline dribble. Lou Williams burst of speed. Nice take as he blows past Middleton to the cup. Now it's starting to pick up. Middleton extra pass underneath Giannis. Throws it down. Two-handed jam. That's his matchup tonight. 32-22. Quick response right back at the rim for the Bucks. Out to the top of the key. Gallinari pump fake. Drives on Giannis. Puts one up. Tough take, and he gets contacted and fouled. Bobby Portis picks up the blocking foul, and Gallinari will head to the free throw line to shoot 2 shots for the Hawks. Ansis, welcome back to the stream. 9:52 left to go in the second. First shot is good by Gallinari. Gallinari will have a second one coming up at the line. And that will go through as well. So 32-24 to score. $9:40 left to go in the second. Giannis jumper, left baseline J, able to get it, turn around with space, and that goes through. Jameson, welcome back to the stream, man. Yeah, I was shocked about that Gonzaga's up to number 1. I thought it would have been Auburn, catching fire 3. Herter finally gets one. If you keep on missing, try and try again, and finally something connects for Kevin Herter after a rough start. Trying to make a shot today, went 0 for 7 for his first 7, and finally on his 8-shot attempt, he drills at the left corner. Giannis double-teamed at the left elbow. Shovels it out. Right corner 3. Wide open. That is too easy. DiVincenzo splash as it sinks through the net. Giannis double-teamed and able to fire in the pass where nobody was on him. Trae Young to the rack, able to lay it up and through. Scoring starting to pick up after a slow first quarter. Giannis, top of the key. Dribbles up, defended by Collins. Now drives. Dishes out to DiVincenzo, catching fire, making another one. Dante DiVincenzo from the perimeter. Bucks by 11. Catch and fire. And they average around 14 made threes per game. Top 3 in the NBA for Milwaukee. And now they're starting to pull away because they're dropping down their triples. Pump fake Gallinari. Dribbles up to the right elbow. Takes a tough shot. Hand in the face by Connaughton, but hits it on the fall away. And that goes through for Gallinari. 40-31 to score. 8:14 left to go in the second. Timeout taken on the floor now by Atlanta as we'll go on the timeout. Yeah, same with me, Vegas. He has a good amount of upside for Cam Reddish. That's a gamble right there. Good pick that the Knicks were able to pick up because he reunites now with R.J. Barrett. Yeah, so Herter made his first 3 of the game a couple minutes ago. So Kevin Herter, 1 for 8 shooting, 1 for 4 from 3-point range, and he finally makes his 8-shot attempt, the left corner 3. So he is on the board with one 3-point shot make. Trae Young, top scorer for the Hawks with 9. Chris Middleton leading the way in this game. 12 points for Middleton. First player to double figures scoring. 9 points and 4 rebounds by Giannis. Bobby Portis with 4 points and 7 rebounds. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much all for watching tonight, being a part here on the channel as we're on the timeout. We got 8:14 currently in the second quarter. Indiana in action, taking on Nebraska. Nebraska winless in the Big Ten, 34-27. Indiana leading with under 5.5 minutes left to go in the first half. A lot of mid-major teams playing today in college basketball. Purdue winning in double overtime in a monster game today over Illinois, 96-88. Scores of games already going through the NBA tonight. Grizzlies knocking off the Bulls, 119-106 final score. Cavs winning over the Nets, 114-107. Wizards able to pick up the victory over the Sixers, 117-98. The Hornets, a road victory at the Knicks, 97-87. Celtics won the early game today, 104-92 over the Pelicans. And then the Clippers, high-scoring game, able to win over the Pacers, 139-133 the final. So we come back from a timeout now, under 8 minutes left to play. 40-31 the score. Right corner three, back from the timeout, and it drills through. Believe that was John Collins who made a triple from the right corner. 6-point game. Giannis, top of the free throw circle, moves it out to the right wing. 3-point shot, off kilter, missing was Jordan Juarez. He went into a funky jumping shot motion right there, trying to take one. Trey with some space should have taken a three. He was open. Instead, makes the extra pass to Collins, took a three and hit the front rim, no good. Defensive rebound pull down for the Bucks. DiVincenzo dribbles past half court. He's open, jacks up a three himself, missed off the front rim. Herter with the defensive rebounds. Brian, welcome back in, man. I'm taking the Cardinals tonight. That's a deep range three. Trey, no good, too strong off the back rim. Back to the Bucks, 7 minutes left to go before half. Giannis drives, Euro step, right past Collins, and he gets fouled. Blocking foul picked up by John Collins. And Giannis will head to the free throw line to shoot 2 shots coming up from Milwaukee. Giannis with 9 points so far, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. First trip to the charity stripe tonight. Yeah, that was unbelievable. Crazy ending. I don't know why in the world the Cowboys would have drawn up a quarterback draw play up the middle with 14 seconds left to play. And couldn't get the ball to the field judge in time. The Cone Man, welcome back to the stream from Jamaica. Giannis missed the first one. Second shot by Giannis, that drops through. Yeah, I don't know how in the world Mike McCarthy has a head coaching job in the NFL. Under 7 minutes left to play in the second. Hawks with the ball top of the free throw circle. Poked loose by Hunter. Able to get it back. He was able to and takes a three in the outside and makes it. DeAndre Hunter with a triple. And this is only a 4-point game now. Making things interesting for the Hawks hanging in there. Grayson Allen. Quick 6 points in the first quarter. Yet to score ever since. Passes right corner. Three. Good. From the outside. Knocks it down as Pat Connaughton. He's been starting to heat up lately. Off the bench, Connaughton, 10 minutes, makes his second three in the night. Trey drives, attacks, floats it up over the top. Okongwu behind the defense at the rim, able to float one through for two. Trey Young, credit with assist. Midway through the second. 6 minutes left to play before halftime. Giannis, Eurostep, takes it down the lane, blocked from behind by Okongwu as it hits the top of the backboard and out of bounds it goes. Onyeka Okongwu, top 5 shot blocker 2 seasons ago as a freshman at USC in all college basketball. There we go, D Wade, age of 40. Happy birthday to him. Allen turns the corner. Missed the layup. Tough defense by the Hawks as they swarmed with their backdoor defense, and Collins able to rip away the rebound. Collins hands it off to Herter. Takes the jumper. Deep two. Foot was on the line. Missed off the rim. And Giannis pulls down the defensive rebound. Giannis, 15-foot jump shot. Right down the net and through it goes. And puts up the Bucks by 7. Hawks will try it again. 5:15 left to go before halftime. Young has it at the left wing, dribbles towards his right. Passes over the top. Okongwu able to get it behind the defense and banks it up and through off the glass. Trey to Okongwu. Starting to find some success inside behind the defense. Giannis powers his way past Collins and puts it through. Under 5 minutes left to go. Young moves it out to the top. 3-point shot taken by Collins. That's good. Wow, he's starting to heat up right now. John Collins with a lot of good shots. So he is up to 7 points. Just makes his second three of the game. Giannis defended at the right elbow. Backs his way on Okongwu. Okongwu turnaround jumper. Right baseline. Off the rim. No good. Tipped up defensive rebound. Hauled in by Collins. Making an impact here in the late second. Hey, thanks so much, Jason. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, that was something I saw from when I was doing my draft predictions from 2 years ago when Okongwu played. Like, he was putting up over 3 blocks per game at USC. It was super impressive. Yeah, I hope it's a close game tonight between these two teams. I've been calling a lot of blowouts recently. Yeah, I started calling games in person back again, so I've been putting in like a lot of homework for that stuff specifically because it's D3 that I get assigned to, so it's like a bunch of players that I have to like familiarize myself with for the first time as Trey Young lost the handle and the ball gets stolen away in a key by Portis. Allen, quick up the court, takes the three and sinks it through. So Grayson Allen, 6 quick points. And then he went scoreless for quite a bit of time on the scoring drought, but able to pick it up with his third made three of the night. 3:40 left to go before halftime. Herter, jumper, finally gets one to go. His only second shot that he makes at the line. Tender, welcome to the stream, man. Bucks only have 2 players out today, Brook Lopez and Drew Holiday. Middleton thinking about a step-back 3, passes out to the top to Hill. 5-point game, 3:20 left to go before half. Hill towards his right, passes out to the top. Portis, 3-point shot straight away, off the front rim, no good. And rebound picked up by Collins. Young takes it up the court, crossover on Middleton. Dribbles, drives, right down the lane. Swifty moved to the bucket, couldn't finish though as it went to the right corner of the rim. Extra pass fed. It's a 3. Good as it drops through. Wesley Matthews. Nice feed right there. Up the court, quick pushing it. For the Bucks, it was an assist made by Chris Middleton. Timeout taken on the floor. 54-46 Milwaukee. 2:55 left to go before halftime. And a great game we've got so far here on MLK Day. Tender, welcome back to the stream. Lorenzo, welcome in from Spain. Oof. Mike Mayock has been relieved of his duties as GM of the Raiders. Yep, so breaking news. Coming in, tweeted by the NFL, tweeted by SportsCenter. Ian Rappaport has it. And Mike Mayock is going to be fired after 3 seasons, GM of the Las Vegas Raiders. Yeah, probably could have saw that one coming with all the trouble that they had within their organization. That going to have to bring in someone new to get things much sterner in there and have a better example being set for that team with all the trouble that they had with their head coach getting fired, one of their top offensive players going to jail, and a couple other players having some trouble too. It was a shock to me that they even made the playoffs this year. It's just unfortunate with the issues of discipline and not being able to stay committed to a team and doing stuff in life outside of football that just jeopardized the life of others and jeopardized those people's whole careers for the rest of their lives. Unfortunate. Feel free to vote in the poll if you haven't already done so tonight. Let me know out in the chat who you got in this one, Bucks or Hawks, as we're in the timeouts. Let's see what we got. A couple other games tipping off coming up. Top of the hour, one game between the Blazers and the Magic. Raptors and the Heat tipping off at 7:30. That should be a good game. Miami, the home team, is their 3-point favorite. Mavs taking on the Thunder at 8:30 p.m. tonight, same as the Suns and the Spurs. And a late game between the Jazz and the Lakers. That one's all the way at 10:30 p.m. Eastern time tonight. Yeah, I saw that. Cowboys fans throwing trash onto the field. It wasn't at the Dallas players, actually. It was at the referees that they were throwing trash onto the field. Because I guess Mike McCarthy and his team didn't know that the football had to be respotted after you run a play. Football has to be respotted by the line judge, and you can't just respot it yourself. Like Dak gave it to the center and got everybody set up, and the line judge had to make his way over by the bodies who had already been set up on the offensive line trying to get the snap off for Dallas. And I had predicted that one, that Dallas would lose in the first round. Jumpers, good, top of the free throw circle by the Hawks as we come onto the timeout. They have played an incredibly easy schedule. And then too many penalties. That's what I just saw that I didn't like about that team. Most penalized team in the NFL. Hill has it at the left wing, takes the three over Trey, sinks the triple. Hand in the face. Huge shot right there by George Hill, able to connect. 2:10 left to go before halftime. Pump fake. Hunter stripped of the ball. Middleton picks up the steal. We've seen some beautiful passes by Middleton. Not sure if he had one in an outlet right there, but Hawks were quick to cover on the court out in transition. Portis has it at the right block. Backs his way, takes a tough shot, and it goes right through the net. Huge shot follow away over Okongwu for 2. Back up by 11. Minute 40 left to go in the second. Trey, crossover on the outside. Gives it down the right baseline into the hands to Herter. Herter's only made 1 3 from the floor tonight. Lobs it into the hands to Collins. Backs his way. Right block. Puts up the shot. Contested by Matthews off the back rim. And the Bucks starting to play connected defensively as they force the stop by the Hawks. Middleton takes up the court. Middleton at the right elbow. Gets some space. Open jumper. No good around the rim and out. And the rebound taken defensively by Collins. Bill, what's good? Welcome back in. That's awesome, man. So already winning Celtics and Hornets today. He's got the Bucks for this one. Things looking good right now at the moment. Up by 11. 1 minute left to play. Heat later tonight, and then the Jazz as well. All to cover. 1 minute left to go before halftime. Giannis will check right back into the game for Milwaukee. Top of the key, Trey. Moves it outside to Herter. Pump fake. Defended by Middleton. Left baseline dribble. Bounce pass into the key. Okongwu floats one up around the rim. No good. Offensive rebound. Chance to put it back. Collins. No good. First time. Second time off the mark. And Portis picks up. Soars up high. Defensive rebounds. 40 seconds left to go before halftime. Middleton on the outside. Defended by Collins. Crossover. Step back three. Right corner. Laser beam as he drops it through for the three ball. Chris Middleton, triple, puts up the Bucks by the largest lead before half, 62-48. 20 seconds left to play. Hawks with the ball. 7-second differential, shot clocking, game clock. Trey towards the left, poke loose by Matthews, able to get it up, though, was Trey. Trey dribbles, drives, floats up the shot, side of the backboard, but got fouled with 10.5 seconds. Yeah, things went pretty well this weekend. A couple of glitches here or there, but things went pretty good. First game I did 2 games, one on Saturday, one on Sunday. First one I did with a partner. I did a men's basketball game, and the team ended up winning, which was good. It was a really good defensive game. Yeah, final score was 73-52. That the game I covered for the men's basketball game on Saturday, and they struggle from 3 as well. The team I cover is Giannis passes out to the top to Portis. Final 3 seconds. 3-point shot taken by Matthews at the horn, misses off the back rim, and the Hawks able to get 2 free throws to drop down before halftime. But it's the Bucks who lead it by 12 as we go into half, 62-50. Yeah, so it was a really good defensive game that I covered on Saturday for men's basketball. And the team that I cover, one of the teams, they're top 5 nationally in made threes for Division III. They got 5 players who shoot the ball at 38.5% or greater from 3. So they have like tons of sharpshooters on their team that can light it up. But their threes weren't dropping, but they had a career performance by a 6'3" guard that he just attacks the bucket and does really well with a pick and roll style offense, and is the one that receives the passes and goes inside. And he was tremendous. And then they have another player on the team, and his name is Giannis, and he's actually from Greece. And he played on the U18 team in Athens, Greece, along with Georgios Kalazakis, who got drafted last by the Bucks. So that's interesting. The guy's got a ton of connections. Yeah, it was live for a webcast that I did. Giannis right now at halftime, he's got himself 14 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Top scorer is Chris Middleton. He's got 15. And for the Hawks at the moment, top scorer Trae Young, only player in double figures for the Hawks. He's got 11 and 6 assists. Yeah, and then Sunday's game, it didn't go so well for Sunday's game, unfortunately. I've never had the problem before, but the laptop that I have to use for the webcast, they had me use like a laptop with a program, and then it froze up during halftime. So they had to have one of the people that's in charge of like setting me up, that's in charge of doing the stats for the event. They had to like reboot the whole laptop for the webcast to get it back. So it took up a couple minutes of the webcast that we had to get rebooted. And then 20 seconds left to play, the fire alarm went off inside the arena. So then we had to go into another complex with the officials and with the two teams and all the coaches, and we had to wait for the official ruling. So we waited for a half an hour, and then the officials finally called the game. And at that point, it was 20 seconds left to play. And they were on a timeout. It was the opposing team who had the ball. The opposing team was leading by 8. But it was a really good game for the team that I covered, because they played a team that was just outside the top 25, and the team for women's basketball, they only have a record of 4-7, but they played a bunch of ranked teams and lost. And they played close with them all throughout the game. They led by 3 at halftime, but then in the second half, the other team started to get to the bucket, and they had a lot of good interior players for the other team. Yeah, the fire alarm went off inside the arena. Yeah, it was 10 degrees that day. I don't know what happened, if a pipe burst or something like that. But yeah, it's not too good. We all had to wait out in the freezing cold for 15 minutes, and then they transferred us into a student center with the officials and both of the teams and the coaches. Good question there. Both of them are really good. I'd take U2 though. Who do I admire in broadcasting? I go with Gus Johnson. Gus Johnson, I thought he was going to call the game for Harvard against Notre Dame today. He was supposed to, because that's his alma mater, but unfortunately he wasn't able to today. But he's the legend. He's my favorite one. Gus Johnson. Ian Eagle is really good as well. Jim Nantz. Kevin Harlan's calling this game. He's really good. I feel like Kevin Harlan calls a bunch of Bucks games, because I think he's from the Wisconsin area. And then Ian Eagle seems to get a lot of Nets games, because he is from the New Jersey area. Mike Breen as well for NBA play-by-play. That's my top one. Yeah, they had the Cowboys-Niners game yesterday on Nickelodeon, and Ian Eagle's son was announcing the game. So, his son is the play-by-play announcer for the Clippers. He looks really young. I believe he's in his 20s, and he went to Syracuse and graduated there. And he looks exactly like Ian Eagle. But he was the one who did play-by-play yesterday for the Nickelodeon broadcast. So 62-50 at halftime. The Hawks, number 4 in the NBA in three-point shooting percentage, but their threes were cold today. They start out 2 for 15. They're 7 for 21 at the moment. And Bucks are 9 for 20. 47% by Milwaukee, just 33% by the Hawks. It's a big difference so far in perimeter shots, and also turnovers. 6 turnovers by the Hawks, 3 turnovers by the Bucks. And it's led to be 9 points off of those turnovers tonight by Milwaukee. Let's go, Jack City. Welcome on the stream, man. Spiridides, that's right. Okay, so let's see. Louisville's schedule. Offensively, they need to be much more consistent, just looking by how they've scored. 70, 63, 53. They've had trouble defensively in those 2 games against Florida State and NC State. That's been a problem. Has been perimeter defense has been giving them trouble, because I caught that game, the first part against Western Kentucky, and one of the players, Justice of Western Kentucky, he looked like he couldn't miss in the first half. And I saw Andy Katz's Power 36, and he put Florida State in the Power 36. Like, are you kidding me? I don't think they're a tournament team at all. Unless they beat Duke tomorrow, they will get themselves into the receiving votes category for next week. But in no means are they a tournament team right now. They have victories over Miami by 1 at home, and then at Syracuse. Syracuse has been a major disappointment this year, and they beat Louisville by 9. They lost against Wake Forest by 18. They won on the road at NC State by 2. They have losses against South Carolina. Syracuse the first time got crushed against Purdue. Happened to win against Boston University in 1 on their home court in overtime. And I just don't see them as a tournament team at this point. They're going to have to keep on winning themselves. But big thing for Louisville, just keep on winning games. And they got a tough schedule coming up. They have opportunities if they win these games, because this is the tough part of their schedule coming up after BC. If they just win these games, that's how they get in. Gonna have to beat Duke and UNC. At least win one of those, and the other one you have to play close, because they're hosting Duke on the 29th, hosting UNC on February 1st, and if they beat, they have to beat Duke. That's huge for them, because that's the biggest opportunity that they have remaining on their schedule. If not, probably gonna have to beat UNC twice. The thing is, they can't lose against teams like BC. That will put them at 10-8 and not even close to the bracket, because BC is at the dead end of the ACC. Notre Dame played a close game against Howard today. Howard I don't think they had games like in a month or so, and they put together a game plan. He had them at 29 in the Power 36. Wins over Miami and Syracuse. They are 4-2 in the ACC. But I mean, 4-2 in the ACC. This year, it's a down year in the conference. It's not like Big 12 or Big East or SEC. He has them above these teams. Miami, who they beat by 1. He has them above San Diego State, who destroyed Colorado State. He has them above Colorado State. He has them above UConn. That hurts right there. UConn was on a pause. They lost against Seton Hall coming back after the pause, and they knocked off St. John's. UConn beat Auburn, the only team to beat Auburn, and they get 33 in his Power 36. And then they're above Texas A&M, who's 15-2, 4-0 in the SEC. I'm interested to see how sustainable that will be there for Texas A&M. This team is 15-2. They're not even ranked. And Mississippi State, he's got them above in Murray State at 36. Which Murray State has a loss against Auburn. They're 14-2. One of their losses against Auburn. And then he dropped out Oklahoma, Seton Hall, Alabama, Tennessee, Xavier, and Creighton. So he has Florida State above Oklahoma, Seton Hall, Tennessee, Xavier, Creighton, and also above Marquette, Arkansas, BYU, TCU, San Francisco. TCU should be ranked right now. They're 12-2. Marquette's got 6 losses. They're playing out of their minds. lately. If there's a 6th-loss team that you can rank, let it be Marquette. Because they are just playing at an insane clip lately. What's good, Valerie? Welcome to the stream. SG, welcome in. I got the Bucks today in this one. Yeah, so I say best bet for Louisville, just keep on winning games. That's the biggest thing you can do to get yourself back into the bracket. Cannot afford to lose at home against Boston College on Wednesday. And then they're hosting Notre Dame on Saturday, which Notre Dame has had games that they've let slip away too. They're on the bubble themselves. And they happen to lose against Boston College on the road at BC. Louisville's got UNC twice. They've got Virginia twice. And they've got a game at Virginia on Monday, January 24th. And then Duke once, which is their prime opportunity, on the 29th of January. Clemson, Miami, they got them again. Or they get those teams, Miami and Clemson, one time on the schedule. Wake Forest, they got again, late on the road. They don't play Virginia Tech until March 1st, a road game. They close out last 3 of 4 on the road, at UNC, at Wake Forest, at Virginia Tech, and hosting Virginia, which that's not good for a road for an ending to the season, the last 4, because Virginia gets better and better towards the late stretch. Yep. Yeah, most penalized team in the NFL for the Cowboys, and just no discipline, lack of discipline, and so many penalties, and you can't draw up a play in the middle of the field with 14 seconds left with a run that you're like 40 yards away from the end zone. So right now we're at halftime. If you guys are new, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much for joining in tonight, being a part here. Let's see, we got one game that's tipped off right now for the 7 o'clock time slot. Blazers leading the Magic 9-4. Tipping off in around 12 minutes from now. Raptors at the Heat. Mostly mid-majors playing today for college basketball. Indiana in action at Nebraska. Indiana leading 48-39. Yeah, and all the other games are mid-majors right now. What's good, Jagan on the street? Welcome in. A lot of the stuff's been up there for quite a while. I'll post that link, though, to the merch out there if anybody's interested. Still like the same stuff. Short sleeve, long sleeve shirts, iPhone cases, pillow stickers. I think I added some new stuff within, like, the past few months. Okay, so we start out quarter number 3. Hawks right to left in the court as they get stripped of the ball. And it will stay Atlanta basketball. Hunter, Collins, Okongwu, Herter, and Trae Young. That's the 5 in the court currently to start things off for the Hawks. Pump fake, bounce pass inside Okongwu, as he will float one up over Grayson Allen, lets it roll through for 2. 5 in the court right now. Allen, Hill, Middleton, Giannis, and Portis for the Bucks. Head off around the perimeter. Allen dribbles, gives it over to Giannis right down the lane, and he will get fouled. In some traffic there, and this will result in 2 shots, I believe, coming up at the line, and it will for Giannis. And Bucks won the poll 84-16. Thanks so much all for voting in the poll today. Giannis first free throw. That one is good. D-Way with a dono. Let's get that dono hype out in the chat here, man. Really appreciate it, brother. You guys, the legends of the stream. Giannis, free throw number 2. He drills that one. Up by 12 for the Bucks at the start of the third quarter. Bam coming back tonight for the Heat after missing 22 games. There we go. And a chance to move up in the standings as well. Hawks have it. Dribbling up, deep 2 jumper by Collins, missing off the back rim. Portis with a defensive rebound. Giannis takes it past half court. Crossover. Drives at Okongwu, backs his way in the low post. Turn around, left block jumper. Off the back rim, missed by Giannis. Defensive rebound pulled down by Hunter. Young pass half court, deep 3, edge of the logo. Too strong off the back rim. Offensive rebound picked up by Herter. Hunter, out to the corner. Collins over to Young. Attacks right down the lane. Trey, dump off underneath into the wrong hands. Intercepted is Middleton. 3-on-1 on the fast break. Giannis evades Herter. Throws it down with a slam. Will they count it? Giannis says count it. Yet to add it to the scoreboard just yet. Might have been a reach in by Herter. Let's see. Yeah, he tugs the number 34 of the uniform as he gets his right hand on Giannis around his belly button area. Around that 34 in his jersey. Chest to belly level. Referees are taking a look at this right now if the bucket will count, but I believe it's going to be an inbound coming up for the Bucks. That foul was committed out on the break transition. Let's see. Herter reaches in. Yeah. Giannis one dribble, and then he just lunges forward, going right into his motion off of one dribble, straight down the lane, and then he threw down the dunk, but the ball hadn't released his hands. Just, yeah, I think that will be inbound coming up from Milwaukee. Kevin Herter having a rough game tonight. Just picked up his 3rd personal foul. He's only got 5 points in 19 minutes, 2 for 10 from the floor, 1 for 4 from 3. 10:42 left to go in the third. Inbound coming up from Milwaukee, so referees will say it will not be an and-one opportunity. No points on the board off of the dunk by Giannis as he was fouled on the reach-in before by Herter. To the top it goes to Allen. Takes the 3 and missed off the front rim. Collins with a defensive rebound. Smart foul, though. Picked up by Herter, knowing that they were on a 3-on-1 fast break. Herter turns the corner. Floats up the runner. That is way too strong. Tip deflected into the hands offensively, though. Hunter gives it outside to Herter. Has a look, and that one he drills right down the pipe. Big time tip back to the perimeter. Able to set up something from the outside for Herter. And just 3 for 12 tonight with 8 points, but that's a big 3. Middleton towards his right. Now at the right block defended. Gives it outside to Giannis. Giannis, crossover, lost the handle. Turnover, stolen on Okongwu, gets knocked down by Giannis. Foul picked up by the Greek Freak, and it will be Hawks ball. They're hanging in there right now for Atlanta. Under 10 minutes left to play in the third. Young around the perimeter. Moves across court to Herter. Towards his left, he dribbles off the pick by Okongwu. Hunter slides it cross court. Young tried to save it, deflected, and stolen away on the far side by Milwaukee, but a whistle blown. Was there something that Trae Young said, or was it... Oh, it hit the official. That becomes a dead ball. So it hit the official, dead ball. Milwaukee got the interception, and they'll have the inbound. 9.5 in the third. Bucks have the ball. Hill towards his left, gives it outside, as that will be a jumper taken by Middleton, and he hits it at the left baseline off of the feed by Grayson Allen. 11-point lead by the Bucks, 9:20 in the third. Young towards his right around the perimeter. Moves it over to Herter. Herter having a tough night tonight. Cross-court feed into the hands of Collins. Dribble attacks. Poke loose from behind. Huge defensive play by the Bucks, and so we'll stay Hawks ball. It's Middleton who poked it free. What's good, Dave? Welcome to the stream, man. Just this one game I'll be covering tonight. Referees are going to call a foul on Middleton as well in the active process, so it was not a clean force from behind that he poked it loose. It went off with a shooting elbow at DeAndre Hunter, so it's going to be Hunter shooting 2 at the line. First one is good. What's good, my man John from Off the Wall Hockey? Welcome in, brother. If you guys enjoy NHL, make sure to check him out. Does incredible live streams. Awesome NHL content over in his channel. Make sure to check out my man Off the Wall Hockey. Second free throw, good at the line for DeAndre Hunter. 9-point game. Middleton up the court took it, but away from the ball, it would be a foul. This one picked up by Hunter of the Hawks. 9:08 left to go in the third. Giannis gets the inbound at the top. Now at the free throw circle, defended by Okongwu. We'll see if he dribbles and attacks right here. He will start it. Giannis. Driving kick to the corner. 3 taken. Middleton as he drills it. Nice feed right there by the Bucks. Giannis to Middleton on the outside, and Chris Middleton, leading scorer in the game. He's got 20. Herter. Driving kick, right corner. Hunter. Over to the right elbow. Dribbles up Collins. Jumper. Splash. That sinks through. They're hanging in this game right now. And they've been doing it with deeper twos instead of at the rim. Bucks defense been tough at the rim. Middleton takes the 3 at the top. No good. Deflected. Rebound defensively picked up by Hunter of Atlanta. Hunter takes up the court. He has some space top of the free throw circle. Dribbles. Drives. Sees a pathway. Right hand. Contact and no call. Referees say play on. Middleton feeds it over. Giannis. Shovel. Left corner. Open. 3. Hill. Off the front and misses. Offensive rebound. Pulled down by Portis. Backs his way. And then a reach in and a key. It's going to be picked up by the Hawks. So the clock will stop. 8:10 in the third. Yeah, that's unreal. Road to 1 million. It's crazy. Maybe someday. You never know. Wow, Nate McMillan just got issued a technical foul. So it sends Chris Middleton to the free throw line. Not sure what was said, but the free throw goes through, and it's an 11-point lead for Milwaukee. 8:10 left to go in the third, and the Bucks will get the inbound coming up as well. Difference maker in this game, 3-point shooting, 42% by the Bucks, 10 for 24 tonight. The Hawks, just 35% from the outside, 8 for 23. They rank top 4 in the NBA in 3-point shooting. Giannis moves it out to the corner to Portis, but sails out of bounds off his outstretched fingertips towards his left. 8 minutes left to go in the third. Hawks will get the inbound. Young dribbles past half court. Trae. He's defended off of a double team. Bounce pass free throw circle. Kongwu moves it out to the top. 3 taken straight away. Right down the pipe it goes. John Collins. He is saving the Hawks tonight. Hits the triple wide open at the top of the key. He's got 12 and 12 along with 2 blocks. Hill. Free throw circle. Bounce pass inside Middleton. Tough take around the rim and it goes in. Chris Middleton. Big time shot right there as it sails through at the right block. Trae. Dribbles right elbow. Swings it back behind him. Wide open look. Hunter. No good. Missed off the back rim. Offensive rebound picked up by Okongwu. Hunter to Collins. Left baseline dribble. And Giannis gets called in the reach-in. Game clock will stop again. 7:17 left to play in the third. One other NBA game going down at the moment here. Quick update on that. Blazers leading the Magic 20-11 with a minute and a half left to go in the first. A lot of early games today. We'll keep you guys updated the next time out. Missed layup underneath the rim by Collins. Bucks defense tough in the interior tonight. Allen dribbles left baseline. Swings out to Middleton. No look pass right corner. 3 in the air. Missed off the back rim by DiVincenzo. Tipped up and Collins picks up his 13th rebound. Collins over to Hunter, driving right down the lane, and Hunter will get fouled. It's on Giannis, who picks up the blocking foul. 6:51 left to play, third quarter. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line, and back from the timeout for DeAndre Hunter of the Hawks as we'll head to the timeout break. What's good, Warren? Welcome to the stream here, man. If you guys are new, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit that subscribe. Hawks hanging in there, 72-62. Even though the Bucks have led this entire game tonight, largest lead by 14 points, but it hasn't been like a big lead or anything. It's been between a range between 8 and 12, most likely, throughout the majority of this game. Glad to have you guys in today, being a part here on the stream. Make sure to ring the notification bell so you do become notified when I do go back live for live streams. Not sure if I'll be able to cover anything tomorrow for streaming, so just keep updated with that notification bell. I still got a lot of I got a game on Wednesday I'm covering, so a lot of research and prep I still have to do ahead of that game on Wednesday. But if I do get most of that work done or so, I hope to maybe cover one on Tuesday, but not sure just yet, so make sure to ring that notification bell. I'll post in the community tab the game I'm covering on Wednesday. It's at 6. It's a women's basketball game that I'm covering. And then I've got another game in person on Saturday that I'm doing. So I've got a busy week this week. I just had a game yesterday, and then I started to jump into prep for Wednesday. I finished a little bit of it today. I still have to get the info and the rosters for both of the teams, but a lot of the outline pregame stuff has been done. Middleton with 23. He's the top scorer for the Bucks, leading the way. Giannis has got 16.6 rebounds, 4 assists. And then Bobby Portis has got 6 points. He's got 12 rebounds, though, the top rebounder of the game. For the Hawks, John Collins leading scorer with 12. He's also got 12 rebounds. It was Hunter who got the last one. I thought it was Collins. But he's got 12 and 12 tonight for Collins. 11 points by Trae Young. But, yeah, he's yet to score so far in his third quarter by Trae. He had 11 going into halftime and then 10 points by Okongwu. (22-17) Blazers at the end of the first. Raptors Heat tipping off any minute from now. Earlier today, Celtics knocked off the Pelicans 104-92. Boston 7-3 in their last 10 as the schedule is starting to become more favorable for the Celtics. And without Marcus Smart, picking up a W today, which is promising right there. Opens up the court for more players to attempt shots and gives other players to split up the shots with Tatum and Brown attempting the most, but other players like Dennis Schroeder coming in, having an efficient game, 23, 5, and 9 today for Schroeder. Hornets knocked off the Knicks 97-87 earlier today. Miles Bridges with 38 and 12. Washington Wizards winning over the Sixers 117-98. Cavs winning over the Nets 114-107. The Grizzlies big winners over the Bulls 119-106. As Memphis, one-time number 1 team in the East, as they have lost 3 straight right now. And then the Clippers winning over the Pacers 139-133. That's 4 straight, I believe. I'm going to dig into the Bulls to make sure, because that's counting the game against Brooklyn that they got destroyed against 2. So back from the timeout, Hawks make both of the free throws by DeAndre Hunter. That is 4 straight. Nets, Warriors, Celtics, and Grizzlies now for Chicago that they have dropped. Grayson Allen floats one up in the key. couldn't connect. DiVincenzo almost got the rebound, but able to go into the hands of Gallinari, and the Hawks down by 8 have it. Young burst the speed into the paint. He will pass it outside to Gallinari. Now it's Trey, edge of the Hawks logo. 5 in the shot clock. Oh, man, huge three. Couldn't connect, though, on the 30-footer from the Hawks logo. And it goes out of bounds. Had a wide open look as the whole Bucks defense just left. And that would have made this whole arena just explode if Trae Young knocks down that shot. I think Buffalo is going to the Super Bowl. My preseason pick was Bucks versus Bills in the Super Bowl with a finger roll. Pat Connaughton straight down the lane, lays it up and in. He's got 8. Young defended at the wing. Lobs it over into the hands to Gallinari. Backs his way. Defended by Matthews. Takes the jumper, turnaround, connects on it. 74-66. 5.5 left to go in the third. Giannis top of the key. Dribbles, drives, kicks. Connaughton, oh, nice feed right there to Matthews as he launched the 3 but missed off the back iron. Trey has it at the right wing. Crossover. Step back opportunity, and Matthews closed in. Skip pass to the left corner. 3 in the air. Hunter, and he delivers. Trae Young set him up for that one, and they're hanging in. 5-point ball game. 5 minutes left to play. Yeah, that was rough there. The Pats against the Bills. Patriots need some serious work in the offseason on their defense, specifically linebackers, as Giannis gets blocked by Okongwu and goes down. And the clock will stop with 4:54. Josh Allen played out of his mind last 2 games against the Patriots. He's played at an elite MVP caliber level. Just unbelievable how he's able to extend the plays. And I feel like this year the Patriots defense was overrated for them. They look just so slow on the field. Matthew Judon hasn't been himself since the game he went down in the regular season against the Bills. I think it was the second one he went down. Just hasn't been able to provide the pass rush for the Patriots and the pressure. And basically I felt like the whole defense went through him. Giannis at the line shooting 2. First one is good. They called a blocking foul by Okongwu. But a lot of changes they need at linebacker. Dante Hightower, Jamie Collins, Kyle Van Noy, they're getting up there in age, and that's where they were having a lot of trouble. Missing tackles, allowing a lot of one-on-one plays to the middle of the field. Yeah. Hightower just hasn't looked like himself. Second shot's good. Under 5 minutes left to go in the third. Giannis up to 18 points. Hawks with the ball. Young drives, floats it up over the top. Okongwu blocked at the rim as Giannis was back in Portis as well. Connaughton shovel. Giannis Euro step down the lane and again draws the foul. This year, I've been going back and forth. They had Curry early in the season. He's gone cold recently, though. I probably right now I would have KD, but he's injured, which opens up the door for Giannis. Giannis has been on the tear. I think he's got the chance. I think it all depends on how KD comes back from injury and how long he is out. Because once someone gets injured, you start to forget about them for quite a bit, and then they start to come back in the picture. Giannis back at the line. First free throw goes down. Yeah, but throughout the season, I had the Patriots defense as my main defense for fantasy football for their D and special teams, but they get me some big points most of the weeks. But their defense did have their struggles, especially against the rush. Dontrell Hilliard in Tennessee that game when they went off rushing the football. It's just the difference was the turnovers, as this is a bad pass that sails from Daylon Wright to Gallinari out of bounds. .420 left to play in the third. Paul, welcome in. Glad to have you back in. Things going pretty well, man. Giannis will take a three straight away off the front rim, no good. Defensive rebound pulled down by Okongwu. Hunter at the left wing perimeter. Lobs it into the hands to Gallinari. 4 minutes left to play in the third. 8-point game. Gallinari backs his way on Connaughton inside the left block. Dumps it out. Poor decision on the pass. It gets swiped away by DiVincenzo with a steal. Shovels it in the paint. Giannis. Kick out. Corner. Matthews. Attack. Stripped of the ball. Rolls into the corner. Trae Young. Hustle play. Picks it up by the Hawks. Here goes Orlando with it. Daylon Wright. Shake and bake. Swings it out to the right wing. Now driving, and an injured player in the court. It's Connaughton who is down, and he's in pain with his left ankle. Whistle blows. 3:36 left to play. Pat Connaughton helped out to his feet, and he's in some pain trying to walk this off right now, as he got drove on off the right baseline dribble by DeAndre Hunter, pushing off on him. They called it a blocking foul, though, by Connaughton, so it will be free throws coming up here at the line for Hunter. 2 of them. First shot is good. Trade deadline is coming up on Thursday, February 10th. And we're going to go to a timeout. 77-70 to score. 3:36 in the third. Yeah, I'm actually not. Maybe it's I have my arm resting on the desk next to my microphone, so maybe that's why or so. But I took it off. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Appreciate it. Appreciate everybody for going on the stream, being a part here tonight. Yeah, Jokic is just so consistent. Might come down to injuries and stuff like that, which Jokic is just so consistent, and he never gets the credit for how good he is. For Jokic, putting up incredible stats once again, and Denver in the middle of the Western Conference playoff race without Jamal Murray, and able to keep the team afloat with Jokic. They'd be at the very bottom of the West if they didn't have Jokic on their team. All the stuff that I heard from the media all week leading up to the game was ridiculous. Like, even though I'm a Patriots fan myself, I try to not let my biases sink in, and I could have told you the Bills would have won that game. I predicted Buffalo, and exactly what happened. I didn't think they'd be crushed like that, though. Scoring on all 7 drives, just insane. And Devin Singletary, they have prepared him for the moment. Devin Singletary, last month of December, the last 3 games, he was on a tear. He came into the playoffs with a fresh set of legs, as they didn't really establish the run game throughout the season, but then he started to break out last 3 games of the year and led right into the playoffs for them. And he was upcoming in the playoffs. I think he's going to be a major X factor in the upcoming matchups that Buffalo has, if matchups that they do have. And stats don't lie. Number 1 defense, and it shows. Like, they were prepared, and the Patriots just looked so slow, especially in the defensive side of the football. And all the talk in the national media was about how bad Josh Allen plays in the cold weather. And I didn't hear anybody say a single thing about Mac Jones, rookie quarterback, grew up in the South. How does he perform in young weather? There's not even like a good enough sample size of actual professional games played in cold weather. He doesn't even have a sample size of that. How do you expect him to play better than Allen, who has got more years on you and experience, even though he has struggled in the past, and he put all the doubters right back to making sure that they were wrong. Back to action. Free throw is good, and it's a quick three right back by the Bucks. Drilling it is DiVincenzo at the wing. 80-71, 3:15 left to go. Shot gets floated up and blocked towards the side. It will stay Hawks ball. Shane, welcome to the stream, man. Right now, Trae Young has got 11. So he has yet to score so far in the second half. Inbound goes to the wing to Collins. Shovels it into the hands to Herter. Herter slides it over to Gallinari. Takes a wild shot falling away but got fouled. And this will be 2 free throws at the line for Gallinari. Wesley Matthews, the one who picks up the blocking foul. Rich Sports, welcome to the stream. 3:07 left to play in the third. And the first shot misses off the back rim. Second shot is good. Approaching the 3-minute mark left to play. Middleton top of the key. Middleton, Connaughton, Portis, Wesley Matthews, and DiVincenzo 5 in the court for the Bucks. Lost the handle underneath the hoop. Was Matthews, and it sails out of bounds. Andrew, welcome in. Stay safe out there, man. Yeah, we got snow in like the middle of the night, and then it changed over to rain where I am. Over to the wing, right. Dumps it down into the hands to Collins. Jab step, jumper, baseline, connecting over Portis. Left baseline J as it rattles through by John Collins. 14 and 12 tonight for Collins. Fall away. Missed off the back rim by Middleton. Tipped up. Battle for the rebound. Portis and Collins. Last touch by who? Referees will say it's out of bounds by Collins. Bucks will have the ball. Oop. 1 second here. It's 80-74. 2:20 in the third. Scoreboard correction. 80-74. Both of the teams in the bonus. Handoff in the perimeter, Young. Trae with only 11 tonight. Trae, dribble, kicks to the wing. 3 in the air. Splash. It sinks through. It is Daylon Wright with a triple made. This is only a 3-point game. They were down as many by 14 at one point tonight. Under 2 minutes left to play in the third. Middleton towards his left. Passes off to Portis. Drives. Kicks. DiVincenzo at the corner. Moves it out to the outside. Top of the key 3. Firing and drilling. Right down the pipe it goes by Chris Middleton. Stellar game he's had today for number 22. The Bucks top scorer in the game with 26. Missing off the back rim. And the struggles keep on continuing tonight for Kevin Herter. Middleton defended by Herter on the wing. Middleton able to slip past him. Passes down low, deflected. Matthews gets it back. Moves it out to the top. Shovel. Straightaway 3 off the rim. Short by DiVincenzo. Hawks with the ball. Young, space, step back, left elbow jumper, off the mark, working on DiVincenzo. Middleton takes up the court. Middleton floats one up in the key. Tough shot off the back rim. Not a good look right there. Trapped by Herter, contested. And Collins picks up the defensive rebound as he gets knocked down on the court. Clock will stop. 1:06 left to play. Yeah, I've been streaming for around 3 years. I think coming up this week's my 3-year anniversary, actually. I started out in 2019. Can't believe it's 2022. Yeah, I got my degree in college for radio, which I actually got my degree for. I work in production, doing audio production for commercials and voiceover stuff at a radio station. But I actually didn't do any sports things until I started out the channel or so. First shot, good at the line. It goes down. Even though like a lot of the stuff I do edit, it's all like play-by-play reels of the Celtics and the Patriots that I get to do. Hey, thanks so much, Donald. Really appreciate it, man. I do different types of teams, so I'm actually a Celtics fan, but I usually do the teams that's on national TV. So I do NBA and college basketball. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. As we go in the timeout, 1:06 left to play in the third. The Hawks lead the third quarter 28-21. They trailed as many by 14 points. They got 4 players and all 4 starters in double figures. John Collins, 15 points, 12 rebounds, 16 by DeAndre Hunter. 10.7 rebounds by Onyeka Okongwu getting the start tonight. In place of Clint Capella, Trae Young is stuck at 11. My channel started taking off in the bubble for the playoffs. So I started in January of 2019, but the channel started to get going in August of 2020. So that's about 20 months it started to like take off. Because I remember I hit 1,000 subscribers in February of 2020, so it was about a year in that I hit 1K, and then it stood at 1K from February to August because all the sports got canceled, and then they started resuming, and then from the time the bubble for the playoffs went into the bubble in 2020 at Disney World, we got 7,000 subs from 1K to 8K at the end in October of 2020. It seems like the playoffs have like a ton of growth. Yeah, Baylor's playing West Virginia tomorrow. That's a huge game. Free throw was good at the line, and Milwaukee just hit a quick 3 back. 38 seconds left to play in the third. That's at 5 o'clock Eastern, I believe, tomorrow. That Duke-Florida State game might be like a trap game, actually. We'll see if Florida State actually does get credit in being in the Power 36 of Andy Katz. Trae Young at the line. It was a foul picked up in the backcourt that the Bucks reached in. First shot is good by Trae. Yeah, usually a ton of people come in for the playoffs. Like, I look at my channel analytics, and it's like 70% of the viewers for like that month is from the Philippines. Looking back at like June 2021, July 2021. So many people from the Philippines. Second shot was good by Trae at the line. 5-point game, 30 seconds left to play as Middleton missed the 3 by Portis. Put back as he's able to score off the offensive rebound underneath. Strong move right there by Bobby Portis, having himself a game tonight. 20 seconds left to go in the third. Portis with 8 points and 13 rebounds. Trae, defended at the right wing by Hill. Crossover, 10 seconds left to play. Drives, jumper, mid-range, in the key, and he drops it through. Only a 5-point game, 5 seconds left to go. Middleton dribbles, quick, swings it down low. Hill deflected by Daylon right at the horn. And we close out the end of the third quarter. Bucks by 5, 88-83. Largest lead's been by 14 for Milwaukee, but hanging in there right now. The Hawks have made this a tremendous ball game. Glad to see I'm getting to call a close game today. Last couple of games haven't been that close. If you're new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe as we'll go in the fourth quarter in a couple moments. Hit me up in the chat who you've got tonight in this one, and glad to have you guys be a part in the stream on board. I get the Cardinals tonight. Cardinals been a better team on the road than they've been at home, so I think they're actually in better shape tonight. Both of those teams been underwhelming. But, both of those teams been underwhelming lately. Matthew Stafford's been having some trouble with the turnovers lately. And Cardinals started out red hot, and they've dropped a good amount of matchups, though, in the last month. Yeah, I'm going to see about that game. ESPN 2. Yep, that's on ESPN 2 tomorrow. 5 o'clock Eastern. That's a standalone game. Baylor at West Virginia. Baylor needs to start getting things right. That was stunning that they lost against Oklahoma State on Saturday. K-Sauce, welcome in. From time to time, I do cover football games. From time to time. I haven't covered games, though, like, recently. I've been like super busy on the weekends recently. I've got the Nets at the moment to make it from the East. East is extremely tight. I've got Nets Warriors for my prediction. Definitely has a chance now since KD is down. Oh, my favorite teams are I'm big Boston sports fan, so Patriots, Celtics, Red Sox, Bruins. And then for college, my favorite team's Providence for college basketball. Yeah, so I'm a Celtics fan, Celtics Patriots, so yeah. Hopefully next year a better year. That was rough to watch on Saturday. Middleton with 26, he's the game leader right now. Portis 8 points, 13 rebounds, the top rebounder. And Giannis tonight, he's got himself 19.6 rebounds, 5 assists. Yeah, that's unfortunate. They put that game on ESPNU tomorrow. That's unbelievable. That's more so Iowa State not getting the credit they deserve. They need games flexed their way. Yeah, basically like 99% of my streams I do solo. I do have like a good friend of mine. He does a hockey channel, and when March Madness comes for college basketball, he'll hop on for a couple of streams during March. But basically, like all my streams are basically myself. Yeah, okay, so that game's at 9 o'clock at night. Duke and Florida State, so no wonder why. So Duke gets the major network. Yeah, Duke gets a lot of games on ESPN as the 86. The 3 goes through to start things off for the Hawks. 2-point game. Underneath, Bobby Portis able to get the bucket over Collins at the left block. Bucks by 4 as we start off the 4th. Hawks with the ball up the court. Dale on the right, Kevin Huerter, John Collins, Lou Williams, and Gallinari. That's the 5 in the court at the moment. Huerter at the top of the key, drives on Middleton, swings it out to the perimeter, deflected, stolen away on the far side by Grayson Allen. Off to Giannis, passes to the corner, Portis. Portis backs his way into the key, and he gets stripped. They get it back, though, with Hill. Middleton thinking about a step back, lost the handle, and it's a turnover. Hawks will get the ball back, minute 10 through the 4th, 10:50 left to play. It's a 4-point game. It's been a tremendous game tonight. Hawks just hanging in there all night long. Yo, Wisconsin's been really good tonight. This will be the only game I cover tonight, but welcome on board here. Once again, we got Pringle back on the stream. 3-point shot taken for the Hawks, and they miss off the back rim. Picked up on a defensive rebound by Middleton. And my prediction, if you guys are wondering, I've got the Cardinals tonight over the Rams. Middleton gives it to Giannis. Giannis attacks right down the lane. Right-handed finish up and in off the backboard as he scores. And slips past John Collins to the hole. 6-point game. Hawks with a possession. Dale on the right. Defended on the wing by Giannis. Bounce pass into the hands to Gallinari. Moves it outside. Collins catching fire 3 straight away off the bottom left part of the backboard, and it goes right back to Middleton of the Bucks. Middleton will slow it down, set it up for Milwaukee. Crossover, takes the 3 over Gallinari and drops it through. What a big time shot right there by Chris Middleton. He's playing at a high level lately. 29, the game leader for Middleton tonight. Hunter. Inside the key and a reach and fall. I believe it's Portis who commits the reaching. Oh, I've got the Warriors against the Bulls. I know Levine went down in that game, but the defense has been leaky for Chicago this season. Hunter pump fake, and he gets fouled underneath the hoop. 9:24 left to play in the fourth. Non-shooting foul. It will be an inbound for Atlanta. Lob into the hands to Okongwu, defended by Portis. Hands it off, dribbling back outside his right. Puts the ball into the hands to Hunter. 4 in the shot clock. Hunter, defended, clamped by Middleton, forces the steal. And it will be Bucks ball. Chris Middleton is playing at a tremendous level tonight in this game. 29.6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. And forces the turnover right there. Bucks by 9, they'll have the basketball. Giannis backs his way to Okongwu. Gets away with a shoulder and then gets fouled in the low post by Okongwu. 2 free throws coming up by Giannis. He's got 21 points tonight. 6 for 8 when it comes to free throws. Two shots coming up at the charity stripe for Giannis. 9:02 left to go. First shot rolls through. That goes down. Bucks tonight plus 6 points in the paint. Also, they made 2 more threes than the Hawks. 14 for 32 from the perimeter. The Hawks at 12 for 32. Second shot good by Giannis. It's an 11-point lead. The Hawks have lost their last 11 straight games at home. Their last victory happened to be against Oklahoma City back on November 22nd. At the left elbow, it's Gallinari. Dribbles left baseline, defended by Allen, and crashed into Portis as the play was over. Looked like, I believe, Allen picked up a reach-in. And then Portis in the backside defense goes up, trying to go up for the block, and bangs into Gallinari, and Gallinari will head to the free throw line. Let's see, was it? Wow. Wow, that's lucky right there that he's going to the free throw line for that. That looked like a clear reach-in at first by Allen. And they're going to send Gallinari for that to the free throw line. He wasn't really into a shooting motion. Oh, it's going to be... Okay, so it's going to be a tech by Portis. So, yeah, non-contested free throw. Nobody else is back at the line. Free throw was good. It's a 10-point game. I think Portis is just stopping his jumping motion, and they... Okay, never mind. They're going to take that off the board. At 97-86. Okay, so the referees meet about that, and they're just going to get the inbound. So the Hawks get the inbound. Back to an 11-point... Now it's 10. Now they change the scoreboard. Okay, so 10-point game. So clarification about that. So he did happen to go to the line and was good. 8.5 left to go. Hawks missed the shot inside. Giannis backs his way. Swings it out. DiVincenzo catching fire 3 off the back rim, and it's Hunter who picks up the defensive rebounds. Dave, welcome back in, man. Stanterton, welcome to the stream. Yep, Giannis right now in the game. 23-6-6 for Giannis. Turnaround jumper goes down for DeAndre Hunter, and it's an 8-point game. 97-89. 8 minutes left to play in the fourth. Giannis at the right wing perimeter, defended by Gallinari. Giannis dribbles, attacks, tries to get space, floats it up off the glass, miss no good. Tip-in opportunity off the rim, and out by DiVincenzo. And the Hawks come up with the basketball. Entry pass inside. Gallinari behind the defense, throws it down as he gets fouled before the shot attempt. Atlanta will inbound to the far side of their court around the wing of their perimeter. Trae Young back into the game, slides it off to Hunter. Hunter jab step drives right down the lane, and again, a Bucks foul before the shot. So once again, they'll have a 14 on the shot clock for Atlanta. We'll get the inbound, put the ball into the hands of Trae on the outside. Bounce pass, off to a cut. And Collins couldn't connect, too high off the glass. Hill off to the races, and he gets fouled past midcourt. A lot of reach-in falls lately. Lou Williams, the one who commits the reach-in this time around. Bucks get the inbounds. 7:30 left to play in the fourth. Giannis has it at the left elbow, backs his way, inside the key, power move over Okongwu, takes the jumper, and then misses off the back iron. Hawks pick up the defensive rebounds. Gallinari at the top, slides it over into the hands to Hunter. Poked loose, Giannis pokes up the ball, and it's DiVincenzo who picks up the steal, threads the needle. Allen over the hill, lays it up and in, out in transition. 99-89, teamwork working together right there. As there were 4 players on that possession for the Bucks all getting a touch. 6:53 left to play, timeout taken on the floor by Atlanta. As they are down to 2 timeouts left remaining, it's the Bucks by 10. A True Goal, welcome to the stream. If you guys are new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much for watching tonight. Milwaukee leading by 10 at the moment. 29 points by Chris Middleton. He's got 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Middleton, the game leader tonight. Giannis with 23.6 rebounds, 6 assists. 10 points, 13 boards by Bobby Portis, the top rebounder. Connaughton's got 11 off the bench. And then for the Hawks, they also have 4 players in double figures, scoring 16 and 12 by Collins. 18 points, the top scorer is DeAndre Hunter. Okongwu with 10 points, 8 rebounds, filling in for Capella tonight. And then 15 points by Trae Young, along with 8 assists. Both teams solid tonight at the free throw line, high 80s. Hawks 17 for 19, Bucks 15 for 17. Bucks have made 2 more threes than the Hawks, 14 for 33. Hawks are 12 for 32. Turnovers been the difference maker in the game. 13 Hawks turnovers, just 8 by the Bucks. It's allowed the Bucks to get 15 points off of Atlanta's 13 turnovers. And that's where fast break points go into the favor of Milwaukee tonight, 12-4. Largest lead at one point was by 14 for Milwaukee. Quick update on a few other games throughout the NBA tonight. Blazers lead the Magic at halftime, 54-40. Raptors up over the Heat, 24-22 in the late first. College basketball, final minute. Indiana leading Nebraska, 75-67. And that's the only power conference game going on right now. So when we get back into the game, we'll have 6:53 left to play in a 10-point Bucks lead. Hit me up who you got in the chat for this one tonight. Bucks or Hawks? Glad to have you guys be a part on the channel. Chris Middleton has been phenomenal throughout this game today. Number 22. He's got 29 points. Top scorer in the game. Oh, he's back streaming. There we go. He came into my stream for a little bit, so he must be back doing another game. Because he had done one earlier. I had been in the chat for that one earlier. And I saw you in the chat too. Because I was in scheduling my video. And then I came in, typed a couple things. First shot good by Trae Young as we come back from the timeout. 6:49 left to play in the fourth quarter. Second free throw drops through. Trae Young up to 17. Connaughton, Giannis, DiVincenzo, Matthews, and Middleton. That's the five in the court for the Bucks at the moment. As Giannis makes his move inside, draws the foul, and Okongwu picks up the blocking foul. As Giannis will be sent to the line to shoot two. That'll be a no there, Vaughn. First one good for Giannis. Second free throw missed off the mark. 6.5 left to go in the fourth. 9-point game, Hawks with the possession. They feed it over to Young. Young back out to the perimeter. Has some space, right baseline. Dump off underneath Okongwu. He had a pathway to just float one up and score. Gallinari able to get one right at the bucket. And he gets knocked down and fouled. And one, heading to the free throw line for Gallinari here. He's able to slip past Middleton and then Matthews. Matthews tried to take the charge, just waiting for him. And a nice job to weave his way around Matthews and make sure he wasn't in the middle of the body. Caught the corner of the body and able to pick up the blocking foul. So Wesley Matthews now on the bench for Milwaukee. 6:19 left to play in the fourth. One free throw coming up at the line for Gallinari. And the shot is through. 6-point game hanging in there. The Hawks have never led tonight. Down by 14. That was the largest Bucks lead. Milwaukee on the outside with Middleton. Defended by Herter. Middleton turns the corner. Swings it out. Deflected. Trae Young. One defender to beat it as hell. He's going to wait for his teammates. Gallinari. Puts the ball into the hands to Young. 12 in the shot clock. Skip pass, right corner, catching fire. Herter! He's able to drill it. One possession game. Kevin Herter, where you need him the most, as he was stone cold tonight. But he makes his third triple of the game. 3 for 7 from outside. Now in double figures with 11. And that's the biggest shot of the night right there for Kevin Herter for the Atlanta Hawks. 100-97. Trae Young with a vision. As Trae moves up to 9 assists in the game off of 17 points. As he dials that one from the left wing all the way to the right corner. Timeout taken on the floor, 197. If you guys are new, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much for joining in, being a part here tonight on the channel. This will be my last one tonight. I've got a lot of things to catch up on and stuff like that. Incredible game between these two teams. Make sure to ring the notification bell so you do know when I do go back live for my next stream. Not sure if I'll be back tomorrow. I'll post in the community tab because I got another game I'm announcing at college on Wednesday, so I have to do a lot of prep for that, and then I go right into that one. I've got another game on Saturday, so I've got a lot of stuff coming up here within the next week plus or so. A lot of people like how I announce the game and stuff, so I've been getting a lot of offers recently for a couple teams, not just one team. I'm doing it for multiple teams now. Indiana about to close it out against Nebraska, 76-71 the score. Blazers up over the Magic at halftime, 54-40, and the Raptors lead the Heat by 1, 30-29. It's been a tremendous game tonight. Yeah, that Cardinals-Rams game should be good. I predicted the Cardinals. If I get that one correct, I've got all the games predicted correct in the first round. Which is cool. Oh, that's awesome. That's incredible. Glad to hear that for Dave. Congrats, man. It takes a long time there, Vaughn, to get that. Maybe ESPN Plus someday. It takes a long time to get up to call the big teams like the Dukes, Kentucky, Kansas. Those are like the top-notch network guys that have like 20 plus years of experience. Usually the younger guys start at the plus that they have. Usually the younger guys start at the plus, like a Dartmouth or a Brown or a Harvard or Yale, because I know that they do Ivy League games on ESPN Plus. And then they have select games, I know, for like Bryant and Merrimack on NEC Front Row. $100-97, back from the timeout. Middleton gets the inbound, takes the three immediately, and draws the contact. This will be 3 shots at the line. Bad foul picked up by Okongwu, defending Middleton on the perimeter. Trae Young not happy about the call. Middleton took the 3, got knocked down. So looking for 30. One shot he makes, Middleton will get the 30 burger on the board. First free throw attempt, and he gets there. That's good. I guess the good thing about streaming is because the team that I covered on Saturday, they only have like limited fans in attendance now, until things start to get better around where I am. So announcing the game, I had to like create my own energy, which I'm further away announcing the game there than I am here with my television screen. I got the TV screen up pretty close, but the court is a little away because I have all the stands before that, but there was like barely anybody in the stands that I have to like create my own energy, but I'm used to that over here already. Young floats up the runner and gets it through for 2. 4-point game at the rim. Giannis misses. Trae Young up to 19. Herter bursts of speed. Puts it on in the hands of Gallinari. Stripped by Portis. Looking for the tie-up call. And it will be instead a foul picked up by Portis. Trae Young floating up the little teardrop right in front of Giannis. Just so good with that. 103-99. 2 shots at the free throw line for Gallinari. First one is good. This game might come down to a missed free throw. And both of these teams have been pretty much automatic tonight. Hawks at the line, 21 of 23. The Bucks are 19 for 22. Both of these teams shooting high percentage. 86% from Milwaukee, 91% as that free throw goes through. Make it 22 of 24 tonight at the charity stripe for the Hawks. Oop. It was 100 and then 101. Yep. 2-point game. Middleton pushing off and clipping. It's an offensive foul picked up by the Bucks. .445 left to play. Trey moves it out to Herter. Pump fake. Swings it outside. Gallinari. 3. Launched in. Guess who has the lead for the first time tonight? Gallinari drills the triple. Atlanta, you can never count them out. Down by 14, largest deficit, and now up by 1. 4.5 left to play. Giannis backs his way into the post. Triple teamed. Okongwu. Huge chance for a tie-up. Yeah, that's a tie-up right there. Okongwu and Giannis. Giannis tried to put up the jumper right at the rim. Going inside, and it will be a tie-up. Free throw circle, tip-off, and Gallinari gets the tip. Hustle right to the baseline and saves it underneath the Bucks hoop. Trey brings up the court. It's a 1-point lead now for the Hawks. Approaching the 4-minute mark left to play. Trey slides it over to the left wing. Herter at the free throw circle. Bounce pass around the perimeter. Collins moves it over to Young once again. 4 minutes left to play. Ice Trey. Step back jumper. Deep 2. Off the back rim. No good. Defensive rebound soared up. It's picked up by Middleton. Middleton now has it. Dribbles towards his right. Looks to pass it back out. He does. He finds Hill at the corner perimeter. Lobs it out to Middleton. Middleton working on Herter. Turnaround jumper late. Contest by Gallinari, but falling away. Sinks it. And we have a lead change. 105-104. Second lead change of the night. 3.5 left to go in the fourth. Collision around the perimeter. It's Hill who picks up the reach-in foul. And Trae Young will head to the free throw line in the bonus shooting too. Christian, welcome in, man. I was shocked that Auburn's not number 1. That's unbelievable that Gonzaga got put number 1. They lost against Alabama, neutral court in Spokane. It's in their home city, but it was neutral court on another court, not the actual athletic center that they play at for McCarthy. But Auburn winning on the road earlier last week against Alabama, and they didn't get number 1. That was shocking. They get the best record out of anybody, 16-1. First free throw goes down for Trey. 105-105. Second free throw. It's good. A lead change. Hawks by 1. 3.5 left to go. Trey up to 20. 9 assists tonight. And the Bucks will burn a timeout at the top of the perimeter. Mike Budenholzer shaking his head right now about this one, how they've let a 14-point lead dwindle down to nothing, and the Hawks have now taken the 1-point lead. 106-105, 3:25 left to go, and the Hawks having a big second half. They've outscored Milwaukee by 13 in the second half. What's good, Jay Ramirez? Welcome in. Awesome to hear, man. Glad to hear that. Hoping all is going well. Where's MIT? That's where I work at. It's at the lower deck of Cambridge. Probably not a place that you'd like to go to, Vaughn. It's like one of the biggest. It's one of the biggest medical capitals in the U.S. It's got a lot of doctors and scientists that live over there. .106-105. Middleton gets the inbound. Bucks down by 1. 3:20 left to play. Bounce pass to Giannis. Giannis, spin move over Okongwu. Takes the jumper, missed off the mark, tipped up defensive rebound, pulled down by DeAndre Hunter of Atlanta. 5 in the court right now for the Hawks. Young, Hunter, Gallinari, Herter, and Okongwu. Herter defended on the perimeter by Middleton. Gallinari back to Herter. Floats up the shot. Free throw circle. Right down the pipe. It goes for 2. Kevin Herter, slow start in this game, but he has built it up now to 13. Entire starting 5 in double figures. Milwaukee forcing up shots and missing that one at the edge of the outside perimeter. Could not connect. 11-2 run by Atlanta. In the last 2.5 minutes, Young towards his right, now dribbles. Bounce pass to the corner, open 3, launched in the air. Hunter, that would have made this whole arena go up and explode. Missed the 3, skipped around the rim and out. Bucks with a chance, 3, taken by Hill at the top. Not a whole lot of ball movement right now. And the Hawks pick up the defensive rebound. Atlanta has lost their last 5 straight games in a row. 2:10 left to go. Chance here to put themselves back on the board with a W. Young takes a deep 3 from the logo. Oh! This arena goes wild. Trae Young. Splash City, edge of the Hawk logo, and it's the largest lead for the Hawks. 2 minutes left to play. Middleton, Connaughton, corner 3, Portis, right back, he connects. What a shot made by Bobby Portis at the right corner perimeter. Hawks with a possession. Young takes it past the midcourt logo. Minute 45 left to go. This has been an incredible ball game. Once up by 14, the Bucks were. It's the Hawks by 3. Crossover around the edge of the State Farm Arena logo. Now drives Trae. Extra pass made inside. Layup good. Reverse hand. Onyeka Okongwu scores down in the low post. 5-point lead for the Hawks. Nice vision for Trae Young. Double-double tonight for Trae. He has now got 24 and 10. Connaughton in the corner tried to save it. Stepped out of bounds. It's a Bucks turnover. The Hawks were struggling with turnovers in the second half, and now it's in the first half, and now it's the Bucks in half number 2, struggling with the turnovers. They have turned it over. At one point, it was a 13-8 turnover advantage in favor of Milwaukee with the fewest turnovers, and now the Hawks have stayed with 13 turnovers, but the Bucks are up to 12. The Bucks with 4 turnovers here to have 12 now. 1:10 left to play. Young at the edge of the logo. Pick set by Herter. Young crossover defended by Middleton. Young dribbles up. Jumper. Right elbow. High arcing shot. Missed off the mark. Tipped up. Defensive rebound. Pulled down by Hill for the Bucks. Milwaukee pushing it. 55 seconds left to go. Giannis drives. Attacks. Euro step right down the lane. Followed by Okongwu. And 2 shots coming up at the charity stripe. Giannis will shoot 2. 52 seconds left to play. Yeah, good question right there. Hawks or Lakers? I'd have to take the Lakers with all that they have on the team. I know that Anthony Davis has been injured for quite a while, but I wasn't expecting them to be struggling this much this year. Probably have to say the most disappointing team though this year in the NBA in general has been the Pacers. The Pacers 2-3 years ago, this team was mid-pack in the playoffs. For the Pacers, they usually were around like a 4 or 5, hovering throughout the season. First shot is good by Giannis. Now they're not even close. 13th in the East for Indiana. Second shot coming up for Milwaukee. Giannis up to 25. And this free throw missed off the mark. Battle for the rebound, and DeAndre Hunter had it, but a tie-up forced by Middleton, and it will be jump ball. It took off about 3 seconds off the clock, so 49.6 seconds remaining. Middleton and Hunter for a crucial jump ball here. 4-point game at the free throw circle of the Bucks side of their court. Both teams in the bonus. 2 timeouts remaining by each of the teams. And a jump ball controlled in the corner by Atlanta. Young has the dribble, takes it past half court, 40 seconds left to play. Bucket basically would ice it right here for Atlanta. 35 seconds left to go. Trey towards his left. Around the perimeter, 8 seconds left to go on the shot clock, 30 seconds left to play. Young, no look pass, right wing, driving down the lane, floats it up and banks it home. It's good for two. DeAndre Hunter, what a night he has had. 6-point lead for Atlanta, 26.3 seconds left to play in a timeout taken on the floor by Milwaukee. Trey Young, assist number 11 of the night, 24 and 11 by Trey. And DeAndre Hunter is up to 20 with that basket. Timeout taken on the floor by Mike Budenholzer. Our 14-point lead evaporated to 0, and now it's -6. 115-109 Hawks. Atlanta just kept on hanging in there all throughout the game, and now a 6-point lead as they have outscored the Bucks in the second half by 18 points. What a statement tonight for Atlanta. They lost their last 5 straight games, come in against a Bucks team that was cold, but winning their last 2 games, both in national TV, over 2 impressive teams. The Brooklyn Nets, they won on the road, and then they also won against Golden State on Thursday, destroyed them at home. And tonight they go on the road at the Hawks, and about to drop this one, 6-point game with 26 seconds left to play. So 115-109, Bucks will get the inbound in the front court. Yeah, Clippers at number 7, 1 game below 500, but they've been without Paul George for a while. He's been carrying the Clippers this year, and Kawhi hasn't returned, as that is an offensive foul down in the low block by Giannis. Powers his way over Gallinari, who takes the charge underneath the rim. Giannis elbow to Gallinari. And it is a turnover by the Bucks. I do too right now. I hope in the future I'm able to do a couple more so I'm able to get connections. So I do two teams for the home games. Yeah, the one that you were talking about, Vaughn, that one I only do on weekends because it's over like an hour away from me. In Boston traffic, it's more like a 2.5 hour drive in like a weeknight or so. So I just do that one on the weekends. The other one I do on the weeknights, which is much closer where I am. 19 seconds left to play. What a game tonight. Incredible comeback for the Hawks. If you guys are new, hit that thumbs up, spike that like before I do sign off tonight. Appreciate all for joining in. Make sure to ring that notification bell if you'd like to be notified for future live streams I do cover. Not sure when I'm going to be back next, because I'm starting up my home schedule once again with a few other teams that I do games in person, but I've got quite a bit of prep work for that because I've got some games this week or so to do. So make sure to just ring that notification bell. So if I do go live tomorrow, all depends on how much I get done throughout the course of the night tonight. 19 seconds left to play. Gallinari will be the inbound passer, defended by Giannis. Inbounds all the way into the backcourt to Trey, who gets fouled by Hill. So Trey Young coming up at the free throw line, shooting 2 for Atlanta. And that's where he has been a perfect 8 for 8 tonight at the charity stripe. Yeah, it's incredible. The Hawks were down by 14 points at one point. Atlanta tonight, 93% at the free throw line, 26 of 28. First shot is good by Trey. He's a perfect 9 for 9. Able to close out games making free throws, and the Bucks didn't do too poorly either. Milwaukee missed just 4 free throws, 20 for 24, 83%. Both these teams shot great on the free throw line. It's just the Hawks were phenomenal tonight when it came to free throws. Second one goes down by Trey, make it a perfect 10 for 10. Trey Young, 26 points. He has got 11 assists. Took a while to get to 26. As the Bucks will take a three, they score quickly. As that is good. 5-point game, and the Hawks get the inbound as the Bucks have to pick up a foul. 10.5 seconds left to play. Wanda, thanks so much for being a part here, man. Yeah, feel free to do so, Rich. For sure. I'd be glad to help you out there, man. Yeah, Grizzlies have been tremendous this year. John Morant's ascension as like one of the top players in the league. First shot good by Trae Young. Back of the line, perfect. 11 for 11. Second free throw is good. Make it 12 for 12. 8 seconds left to play. Giannis drives on Collins, down the lane inside, scores. Collins gets knocked right backwards into the cameraman. 5-point game. Bucks will have to fall quick again. Time has to stop in the court for Collins. He has to catch his breath for a moment. Got knocked all the way backwards. See what's underneath the rim defending Giannis. Giannis laid it up, and then Giannis's forward momentum pushed Collins right back into the front row, sitting down with a Network's cameraman was. What a game tonight. Without Clint Capella, the Hawks about to win, as they started Onyeka Okongwu in his spot tonight. Okongwu had 12 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Big thing for Atlanta in the second half was ball control. At one point, they were -5 in turnover margin, 13 to 8. They haven't turned over the ball throughout over a quarter span for Atlanta, and the Bucks have the same amount of turnovers now as the Hawks, 13 to 13. That's allowed the Hawks to get right back into the game. It allowed them to take the lead, and looks like they're going to pick up the victory from it. And then 27 fouls by Milwaukee to just 18 by Atlanta. And Atlanta, when their opportunities came, 30 free throw attempts tonight, and they made 28. That's so impressive. 28 free throws made out of 30 attempts. That's a deserving W when you do so. And they've done it tonight. Inbound to Trae, and this will be more than 30 attempts as a team coming up. 2 more as he gets followed by Middleton. So Trae Young, 2 shots at the free throw line. Yeah, I saw the tail end of that game. That was phenomenal. Both of those teams are deep tournament teams from the looks of that today. That's like a Final Four feel for an NCAA tournament game. Trae knocks down the first one. Second shot's good. .121, 114, 4.4 seconds left to play. Trae Young's got 30. Just like that, he has got 30 points. At the start of the fourth quarter, or backtrack to the late third, because I believe he did score. He did score in the late third. Late third quarter, he only had 11 points. It took him a while. He was scoreless throughout the majority of that third quarter, stuck on 11 points. He's got 19 points for Trae Young within like the last 15 minutes of this game. I think it's Purdue that has a better chance over Kansas. I don't think Kansas has the bigs to keep up with Purdue. Purdue's a stacked front court. That's what made it a tough matchup for Illinois today, because Kofi Cockburn fouled out in overtime. The teams that Illinois has lost, minus the 2 losses they had all the way back in the early part of the season, one of those was against Marquette. But I'm looking at the last 2 losses for Illinois that they've lost against Arizona in a tight game, and then today they couldn't close it out against Purdue. Either of those games could have gone either way. And Zach Edey 7-4 for Purdue, Christian Koloko 7-1 for Arizona. And there's not many teams that can compete with size with 7-1 Coburn, but those are 2 of them. 1/10 of a second left to play. 121-114. I sure am, Vaughn. 1/10 of a second, and that is the ball game. What a comeback tonight by the Hawks as they snap a 5-game losing streak and pick up a home victory, 121-114 over the Bucks. Incredible game today. What a comeback. They do it through forcing turnovers, getting to the free throw line, and when it came to free throws tonight, they were automatic. 93.5%, 30 of 32 on free throws. Trae Young, a perfect 14 for 14. He came out of nowhere. Last 15 minutes in this game, he had 30 points and 11 assists. It's the first loss for the Bucks this season after leading after 3 quarters. They had a record of 23-1 after leading after the third quarter, up by 14, their largest lead. And the Hawks, phenomenal down the stretch. Did not turn over the ball. And over the last 10 minutes of the game, as this is the final, 121-114, the final score. Thanks so much all for being a part here in the stream. Before I do sign off, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified future live streams I do cover. Not sure when I will be back for the next one. Might tomorrow. I'll be out on Wednesday. So just make sure to ring that notification bell if I am on tomorrow, but not sure. Going to close out to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out as we have Jason, Cindy, Verjeep, Oda Deuce, Brian, SG Sports Talk, Russell, D-Block, BP Greg, Oreo Pudding, Bino, Arohan, Mike, Mark, John, Jessica, Stephanie, Ahino, Joseph, Elkie, and GFR90, Woody, Warren, I Am Ghost, Pamela, Keith, Isaiah, Man and Hayes, Barco, Dave, Rides of Steel, and Kelly. Thanks all for joining in tonight. Huge victory for the Hawks as they win 121-114 the final over the Bucks. Thanks all for joining in and enjoy the rest of your Monday night, everybody.